Okay.
Okay, good. All right. Welcome back, guys. Wanted to go over and throw out like one thing before we started. I don't know if you guys all noticed that you guys have like that little gold thing right there in the corner. That's your inspiration. I had given it to you at the beginning of last session, but I forgot to mention it because we kind of got right into things. And that's just you know, for good role play. And the damn module says to give it out. So there you go. Anyhow, so recap from last time. All right, so your audition completed. Your party has been provided with enough coin to purchase passage on the Lightning Rail bound for Vatheron. Realizing how little you know about each other and also acknowledging the danger in remaining in this part of the Lower Duron, your group decides to reconvene at the Drunken Dragon Tavern where all this kicked off. Arriving at the tavern shortly after 1 a.m., you are informed the tavern will be closing at 2 a.m. Time enough to grab a watered down drink and exchange histories. Melody holds the satchel given to her by Callie and looks inside to discover the party has been provided with 200 platinum. Killian mentions that with his connections to House Orion, he might be able to negotiate a discount on the usual fare. You part ways for a short while, some of you to hunt up a late night snack, while the others make their way to the Lightning Rail station. Killian chats with the station clerk, making sure the dragon mark on his face is visible, and persuades the clerk to give a sizable discount, leaving a healthy chunk of change left over, which Killian divides amongst your group. At 6 a.m., you board the train and are on your way toward Vatheron, accompanied by a host of odd fellow passengers. Arriving in Vatheron, Killian again puts his familial connections to use and negotiates travel with a caravan heading for Salvation Outpost. Though your party is tasked with the caravan's protection, the trip is mercifully short and trouble-free, with the caravan arriving at the outpost close to sundown. You make your way to the Grey Beyond Tavern, where you quickly discover the salvage board, where assorted jobs are posted for the salvage crews that operate in the area. You pull 3 potential jobs from the board as you settle down for a drink and to discuss your options. You are surprised to see Callie Alrin enter the tavern a short while later. She orders a drink before spotting your table and greets you warmly, impressed at your punctuality. She mentions that she and her crew, the Grey Dogs, will be entering the Mournland and advises you to pick a job soon. She also mentions the need to decide on a name for your crew, telling you to register with the barkeep of the Grey Beyond, who apparently keeps track of all the operating salvage crews. After some discussion, you all decide on the name of the Salvage Syndicate and register the crew with the bartender before ultimately deciding on a job. The local Silver Flame Chapel has suffered a theft. You quickly make your way to the chapel. There, you meet Mother Johanna, who relates how a treasured relic of the faith has been stolen. A young acolyte by the name of Jeria had been left to watch after the chapel while Mother Johanna ran some errands, but when the priestess ran into Jeria at the market, she feared the worst. Returning to the chapel, she discovered that a relic known as the Arrow of Truth had been stolen from its place beneath the altar. Mother Johanna believes one of the local salvage brokers, a shifter by the name of Zodor Terev, may have orchestrated the theft, as the false Jeria had been seen entering the shifter's office with a wrapped bundle. Your party agrees to look into the matter right away. It is late into the evening when you arrive outside Zodor's office, finding the building empty as apparently Zodor is out to dinner. Killian, Melody, and Donnie sneak into the office, searching for any potential clues or information, but find little of importance or value. Killian does find a handwritten note referencing the need to, quote, talk to W, though although he is unable to ascertain the meaning. Donnie finds himself itchy and miserable shortly after he examines and lays down on a sketchy looking straw bed. Not wishing to be found by Zodor ransacking his office, you decide to retreat to Salvation Hotel for the night and confront the broker the following morning. At the shoddy hotel, you pay for the hotel's last 3 vacant rooms and make your way up to bed. Donnie, however, now itching all over, asks for a bath to be drawn and has a long soak scrubbing the fleas he's picked up from Todor's bed from his body before taking himself to bed. Killian's bed, where Donnie cuddles up to Killian with a contented sigh. And that's how we end it.
Aw.
Okay. Yeah, it's very cute. It's our first ship. Okay. So Melody, you said that you probably would have wandered about.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
Where to?
Just sort of, I guess, around the hotel while waiting on them to wake up.
Okay. Yeah, you just kind of wander the halls of the hotel. It's not a very big hotel. There's approximately between 10 and 12 rooms in the entirety of the hotel. Um, you know, uh, as you had seen when, or well, one of you had seen, excuse me, when you guys uh, came here to end your night, that you took the last of the three rooms. So the hotel is fully booked at this moment. Um, y- at the late hour or early hour, depending on how you look at it, that you're wandering around, the hotel is silent. You do hear the occasional loud snore ripping out from behind any of the closed doors as you pass them. Um, and yeah, not a whole heck of a lot goes on. You do occasionally hear um, like an occasional like raised voice from outside. A couple of people arguing, but it doesn't get too raucous or anything. Um, and you kind of just pace the halls, waiting for the morning to come, which it does. So about 6:30, 7 a.m. Uh, everybody begins to wake up. You've had your long rest. Oh, did I don't know if you guys need it applied. I can't remember if anybody did anything, but I will hit you with a long rest anyway. And the long rest. Okay. Now you all awaken refreshed and ready to greet the day. And yeah, what would you like to do?
First order of business should be to go to whatever vendor or market and get some thieves' tools for two people.
Sure.
I guess so.
Okay.
Um, thieves' tools. Let's see. Who would be selling those?
So you most likely could um, probably the provisioner, which is actually just across the street.
Hmm. Okay.
It's
I
actually
guess
right next door to the Silver Flame Chapel.
I will go to the provisioner then, I assume, and request of their finest thieves' tools.
Yeah, how much those go? These are just
Pieces are 10 to 1, right? Gold
yeah,
pieces 10 to platinum 1.
yeah, it's like so like everything is in groups of 10. So like 10 coppers to the silver, 10 silvers to the gold, 10 gold to the platinum.
Okay.
And somehow Electrum fits into there somewhere, but I don't know anybody that actually uses Electrum.
No, Electrum I think is like a five. It's like a $5 bill versus a 10
Okay.
for platinum. I think.
Okay. So these tools are 25 gold.
25 gold.
I did
Okay.
not realize they were that expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thankfully I have 154 gold, so I can afford to buy the two. So how do I add an item to the backpack? Actually, the backpack's holding too much weight anyway, so it probably shouldn't, regardless.
Stick it in your pocket.
Yeah. Well, if we have big pockets.
All right, so I'm going to drop this on to you. We should have just given you the thing.
It did.
Okay, so you should be able to just grab the little icon on the top left corner and just drop that right into your inventory.
Okay.
Or if you prefer, I could just drop it into the party loot, and then whoever needs it can just grab it from there.
No, it's fine. I've already bought one, and then I'll find out where Donnie is and hand him the other one.
Right now, Donnie is cuddled up with Killian.
Well, I thought we all woke up and went out.
Nobody said that they went out anywhere. There was just we need to get these tools, and Melody went to take care of that.
Mm.
Nobody else has said anything about what they're doing.
How does Killian react to the cuddle session?
I mean, it happened.
Okay.
I don't think it would be a big deal.
He secretly liked it.
I'll go over to Donnie and I'll hand him the these tools and I'll say, "Here, these are for you."
Oh,
No.
what are you doing in our bedroom?
Handing you thieves' tools.
I take them.
Yes.
Okay.
Try not to break them.
Okie dokie. All right, so you all, gather up your gear and prepare to leave the hotel. As you come downstairs, you find the old lady who you spoke with yesterday back at her position at the desk, and she is actually currently deep in conversation with a woman. Let's see. She is, she's a human woman. She has kind of like like plump rosy cheeks, a really thick head of dark brown hair. And as you descend the stairs, she kind of looks up at you, and you can see that her eyes are like this bright emerald green. She looks to be probably in her early 40s, and she is wearing a set of like worn leather armor, and she has like this purple scarf that is draped over her left shoulder. And as you are coming down the stairs, she just kind of like looks up at you and she just smiles and goes back to her conversation with the old woman. And the old woman just kind of she looks up at you and she just waves in greeting, but continues speaking with the other woman. And what are you guys doing now? Because I know you guys got the thieves' tools. And we'll say it is about like 7:30 at this point.
Breakfast?
I guess so.
Maybe
But
see
the
if we can
hotel. Surely the hotel does not provide breakfast.
No.
Eggs and turkey bacon.
Yeah, pretty much the only place that serves food is the Grey Beyond.
We have to die to get food?
get. Mm-hmm.
Not the Great
Oh.
Beyond, just the Grey Beyond.
Oh.
Right. Well, I assume we have rations on us, so I've got 4 at least. But, we could probably go to the Grey Beyond?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just to save out on rations till we're, like, out of town. Is there really an out of town in Eberron? I'm gonna assume there is.
I'm not sure what you mean because of course, because they're all different towns. So if you're not in that town, you're out of the town.
Well, I meant more in like the campaign, because I know there's some campaigns that are relatively just like one town that it's just really big and you just kind of stay there.
Gotcha. No, I mean, most of the Eberron campaigns that I have either run or participated in, you kind of go all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we go to the Grey Beyond.
Okay.
And then I guess we buy some food. How much for 5 people?
Let's see.
What I'll say to the shopkeepers. I guess would it be a shopkeep if it's a restaurant?
A barkeep
Barkeep.
Tavern keep.
or tavern keeper, whatever.
Barmaid.
Uh,
Tavern
Use
wench.
the rupee.
all right.
That's my bookmark.
So looking to see.
Now I understand why this keeps falling on the floor. It's called a tassel rupee. Stop clawing at it.
All right. I don't care about that. Don't care about
Oh,
that.
don't eat my bookmark.
We'll say raucous. And we'll say we're using a tavern generator to come up with a menu. Okay. So the Gray Beyond Tavern, from your last visit, is definitely not Michelin's star fare by any means, but relatively decent food. They got a plate of uh, like, cut up meats with rice for a silver and 3 copper. You can also get a kind of like a soup, sausage soup with noodles. And that right there would be 6 coppers. And then of course there's like a loaf of bread for a copper. Some bread with some butter for a copper, and some cheeses that you can pick up for like another 3 copper. So if you wanted to get like the entire lot, you're probably looking at maybe 3 to 4 copper. 3 to 4 silver. You want to get like a good meal.
Alright.
And then of course there's like ale, which is like a silver piece a pint. Or you can get a carafe that would run you 5 silver.
Right. I will. Uh. I'll toss a gold piece to each of the others and say, "I just get what you want.
Okay.
Get what you want. I'll pay."
Wow. Oh, and he's so nice.
Oh,
Mhm.
shiny circle.
Another shiny circle, yes.
Killian will order the full boat for adventuring.
Okay. So you all order some breakfast. You're sitting there and eating your breakfast. It's fairly quiet at this time of day. Either the salvage crews are still sleeping or are still away in the Mournland on their particular salvage missions. There's maybe like a handful of people in there, maybe like 5 to 6 people, plus the bartender that you met with yesterday. And yeah, you can have your breakfast and then
And eat
take
it
a look.
too?
And eat it too.
Can we like eavesdrop and hear if anyone's talking about people in town?
Yeah, if you wish.
Would that be perception?
Yeah. Nice.
Well, there goes my 20 for the day.
Let's see. We're rolling perception. What are we rolling for? Do we even have to? Killian already rolled a 20.
Just to see if but multiple, if everybody's hearing it or
Multiple 20s. Get everybody to waste their high rolls.
Hey!
Hey, 21, 22, and
Here they
23.
are.
Nice, very nice. Okay. Yeah, the conversation is relatively quiet. I mean, everybody's either still in either uh, half asleep or hungover. So there's not a ton of conversation. There are a couple of guys that are at a nearby table. One is a dwarf who looks to be older, with uh, like a gray hair that's very tightly braided at the back of the head, long beard that's also got like beads that are kind of woven into the braids that form there, and he is talking with a brown-haired halfling of about who looks to be maybe like in his like mid to late 30s, and you hear you don't make out the entire conversation, but you do hear the dwarf mention something about the Emerald Claw, and that there's a suspicion that they are operating somewhere in the area. But the dwarf is kind of like, oh, this is what I heard. I don't know if it's true. I said, but if the Emerald Claw is here, that's not good. It could spell trouble.
Can we roll a check to know or to see if we know who or what that is?
Oh, sure. You can roll a history.
I am not good in history, so
I'm not either, but I seem to at least be average to some
Okay.
degree.
All right. So, Melanie, you have heard mention of the Emerald Claw in the past. And Karen, of course, knows everything. So the Emerald Claw is basically it's a set of people that. Yeah, hold on. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out the best way to kind of explain this. Okay, so the order
it's a
of the
cult. It's
Emerald.
always a cult. Anytime there's an organization, it's a fucking cult.
All right, so the Order of the Emerald Claw is an outlawed terrorist organization of Karnathi patriots and Blood of Vol worshippers. There used to be a military order of elite knights and necromancers in the service of the crown of Karnath during the last war, and it had spread throughout Corvair and operated underground since its attempted dissolution in 976 YK. The order, however, continues to operate in a semi-terrorist fashion to this day, with their ultimate desire to see Karnath once again rise to power. So they're essentially just kind of like terrorists. They've got their own agenda, and yeah, they're not cool.
So what happened
Hey.
in 976 YK?
They try. There was an effort to get rid of the Emerald Claw.
And was that successful or did it fail?
It seems like it mostly failed. They're still operating in secret in Karnath, then obviously did. I mean, it's kind of like it's known that they're still out there, but it's not quite at the same the same what's the word I'm looking for here? Not at the same level. They're not operating at the same level they were before the end of the war. Now that the war has ended and they are recognized as a terrorist organization, they've had to go underground.
So terrorist cult. Okay.
Not necessarily a cult. They've got their particular.
It's a fucking cult.
Yeah. Okay, it's a fucking cult. We'll go with that then. All right. Uh. So yeah. Anything else?
Great, more cults.
More cults, the better.
I want to ask. I feel like we need to figure out who this W is, but I'm not sure who we want to talk to about that.
Well, you could talk to Zodor.
Yeah, but then he'd
Well,
be
then
onto
he'd know
us.
we were in his office.
True.
We could talk to, oh, give me just a second. What's her name? Mother Johanna?
With the Johanna.
We probably need to talk to the acolyte.
Well, the acolyte doesn't know anything. He wasn't in the place when the thing was stolen. He didn't even know that she had left the castle until they met up in the market.
But the acolyte is the one
Mm.
that took the item to
No.
Zodor.
No.
We figured out that the acolyte, somebody was pretending to be the acolyte, and that's who took the thing to Zodor.
Oh, okay. I guess, yeah, then we would have to talk to Zodor at some point.
Just pop up, like, hey, bitch, we hear you got a thing.
Maybe say that we're in the market for an artifact.
We're in the market for specifically stolen artifacts from Mother Johanna.
I mean, we could use Kiron as like the buyer. So, be like, well, she needs an artifact for the Silver Flame because, she's with the Silver Flame.
Right.
I mean, it's a thought.
Yeah, I mean, that's about probably our best bet right now. Because otherwise, we just walk up and hope that he doesn't question that a random person just happens to know he has the hero.
While we're here, let's also ask about the um, missing scout. I'm wondering if that is related to the Emerald Claw stuff.
Right.
So I'm just going to do kind of like something I'm going to try very hard not to do, is I'm just going to remind you that Zodor himself is actually a salvage broker.
Yeah.
So, uh, uh, random people showing up to inquire about a job is not unusual.
Right.
I'm looking for my note here. Uh, okay, so Bellafor at the salvage market.
Oh, Bellalure, I think her name was.
Is that Bellalure? I must have misspelled it.
That was the name.
Right. Belly.
We'll call him Bellular, because I can remember that.
Bellalure.
Um, let's. Why don't we go stop at the salvage market briefly and inquire about that, just in case we cross paths with anything related to that. And then
What are we inquiring about again?
the missing scout job, because there were 3 jobs on the board. There was the scrapyard for a cash job. There was Bellular with the salvage market and the missing scout, and then there was Mother Johanna with the missing or the stolen artifact.
So we're inquiring about another job while we're currently still on a job?
I mean, if we happen to run across clues while we're out and about,
That's our
guess so.
primary focus. We're sleuthing.
Sleuthing.
Someone start barking.
I don't think that's going to help with sleuthing.
Okay, I'll bark.
Uh,
Ruff.
if
everyone have your clue book out.
is that how you bug?
This is how Ronnie barks.
All right, so I guess once we finish eating, is there anything else going on in the tavern that we should be aware of?
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I mean it's like the dwarf and halfling finished their meal and conversation and prepare to leave themselves. And as they're leaving, like another couple of people come in that go up to the bar and order a drink. Yeah, just a
Okay.
regular day.
hmm
Just a regular day.
So then I guess once we finish, we go leave the tavern and go
All right, so you
find
said you
Bellular.
got to. Yeah, okay. So you said you wanted to go to the salvage market.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
All right.
see.
So, try to figure out where the hell that is. Well, wrong map.
Do you want to go
Oh, Jesus.
find Bellular while I go and talk to Zodor?
Sure.
Because I think having less people when going to talk to Zodor will be less suspicious than like a group of 5 just coming in all asking the same question.
If you take Donnie and uh,
Cavone.
yeah, because Donnie can. Well, is Donnie skilled in deception?
I think Donnie
Yes.
is skilled in not knowing what he's saying,
Also
which is
true.
like deception.
Okay. So yeah, if you take Donnie, and I'll take Astrid with me.
Okay,
That
that's
way,
fine.
you know, if shit does happen, everyone's got some backup.
Yeah.
I hate to split the party, but you know.
Oh,
Donnie
I will
stretches out his arms and says, "Carry me."
always split the party.
And then once we're done, we'll, if we finish early, we'll come meet you. If you finish early, you come meet us. And
Let's split
if we
up,
don't
gang.
find each other, then we meet back at the tavern.
Yep. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll pick up Donnie as requested and go down to Zodor's place, which
Okay.
I don't have the map, so I don't remember where that is.
It is.
I think it was like the bottom left.
Yeah, it was on the southwest side, like
Yep.
the most southwest
Yeah.
on that.
It's actually technically the most northwest corner of the town.
Oh, they fucked
Yeah.
that up.
Oh, I know. It drives me
You
crazy
had
when they do
one
that.
job.
Okay. So since the salvage market is actually literally right across the street from where you guys are. Oh, actually, no, it's not. That's right. You guys are at the tavern. So the salvage market is across the street from the hotel, and Zodor's office is down in the corner. So we will start off with the salvage market first. So,
Okay.
so it's Killian and Astrid that are going over to the salvage market.
Yes.
Okay. So the salvage market occupies a large dirt floor warehouse. Several salvage brokers or their proxies stand behind armored counters, haggling over prices. Bellalur, a goblin trader, is known for her shrewd mind and the ironclad nature of her deals. Her fine leather cloak sways as she moves around to deal with the customers crowded around her table. One of her ears is missing, giving her an odd, lopsided look to match her lopsided grin. She obviously enjoys her work. So she's standing behind a table that's just filled with like all manner of trinkets and thingamabobs. Don't ask me what's there. It's nothing that you're interested in. 'Cause
Okay.
it doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me any of that. Um,
You don't have a
but
generator for
as
that shit?
no, not at the second. But
Okay.
um, so as you kind of approach her table, she looks up at you and she gets like this big grin on her face. She's like, "Welcome. What can I sign for you, fellas?"
Fellas? I look over at
Wow.
Astrid like, fellas? Anyways,
Yeah. What for you folk? Leave me alone. Go away.
uh, we saw a posting in the tavern that you had a scout that went missing. We came to inquire about that.
So as you mentioned the job posting, her big beaming smile like falters. It just kind of her face just kind of uh, drops, and then she kind of like forces a smile that back on her face that you can quite clearly see is it's a forced smile.
Hmm.
Um, you can see in her eyes that there is a great deal of concern, worry, uh, and maybe a little bit of personal pain. Um, she's like, "Oh yeah, the job," and she kind of like she grabs like a small stool that's behind the table, and she sits down, and she kind of gets like silent for a minute, and want to roll an insight check for me.
Okay. Let me find my sheet.
Um,
Can Karen or not Karen, Astrid roll one?
she can give it a go.
That would be Jared.
What's that?
Insight on Astrid or from Astrid.
Let me get back to my desk.
Okay.
Okay. Insight from Astrid. I don't think I have. Hold on, let me open
Yeah, you can
the
grab her
check
because
the sheet.
she's cleared up. Yeah.
Insight check. Insight is a skill, not an inventory item.
Yeah.
Insight. Well, she knows nothing.
Okay. Yeah. So pretty much you can tell that something about this job is kind of eating at her. It's kind of bothering her in some way. Um, so she kind of gathers her wits and she looks back up at you and she says, "Yeah." She's like, I need some help finding." I need some help finding my scout. My scout, Garunda, uh, entered the Mornland to scout the path of the lightning rail, and she was expected back days ago, but she hasn't returned yet. I'm
And she
very
was
concerned.
she was just following the lightning rail path.
Well, she was following it to see if she could find any depots along the way and search them to see if there was anything of use that could be sold.
Okay. Can
Um,
you give me a
and
description of Garunda?
Grinda. Hold on one second. She says, yeah, she says, she's got green hair and she has a runic tattoo on her right shoulder that is a phrase in the Goblin tongue, that means bravery against danger. And
And what race is she?
She's a goblin.
I mean, I should have assumed, but
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my bad. I thought I had mentioned that she was a goblin.
what was this person's name?
A Garunda.
No,
G A
the
R.
salvage market
Oh,
person.
Bellalure.
Okay. And what race is she?
She's also a goblin. That I did mention.
I wasn't working on notes at the time.
I know.
Okay.
Damn it. Oh, this is what I'm looking for.
And you said she left about 3 days ago?
It was several days ago. She should have been back already. She's made this trip before. She's never been gone this long.
And how does she normally travel? On foot? Does she have a horse or?
She prefers to go by foot, but usually she goes out with her. She's usually accompanied by her mechanical dog, and she kind of like shakes her head, almost like rolls her eyes, and for whatever reason she calls it Errol.
How do you spell that?
Errol.
Okay.
She's like, I'm hoping nothing's happened to her. She said, but I can't help but worry because she's never been gone this long.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that I might need to know? Like, is there any pattern of trouble out there?
And I'm sorry, you cut out for a second. What was that?
Are there any patterns of trouble, like excuse me, bandits or anything that you think could be behind it?
She kind of like looks at you like you're high, and she laughs. And she said, "Dearie," she says, "it's the Mournland."
Fair enough. I have heard stories.
The reality, I trust me, it's like the realities are much worse in the story.
While I'm here, I've got some friends that are looking for some work from another broker in town named Zodor. Can you tell me anything about him?
Zodor. Well, she's like, I don't know him well. A couple of times that I've run across him, seems nice enough.
Mm-hmm.
But I have heard that you do not want to make trouble with him because his and she like puts up her fingers and she does like quotey fingers. She says his boys are not to be trifled with.
Interesting. Okay. Well, thank you, and we'll look into this issue and see if we can't find your friend.
Oh, she said, I appreciate that. She says, if you're able to find her, let's see, here it is. I'm trying to find it. Okay. Oh, she says, if you're able to bring her back alive, she says, I can give each of you 10 gold.
Very nice.
But if you are unable, she says, if you're unable to bring her back, or if you're only able to bring back news of her death, she said, I'll still pay you. It'll just be a bit less.
Fair enough.
She said, I'll give you 5 if you return to Salvation with her corpse or other proof that she has died.
Okay. Then we will make our way down towards Zodor, or over towards Zodor's house, office, hovel.
All right. So as you are preparing to make your way down there, we return to guessing Melody and Curran and Donnie, who are over going over to those doors. Okay. So three of you make your way to the rundown shack that you visited the previous evening, and you find that there's a couple of people that are standing outside waiting to get in. Standing on either side of the ladder are two very bulky human men that are like carbon copies of each other. Both of them are bald, with clean shaven, like burly, wearing like tight leather armor, and just kind of flanking either side of that ladder that you used the night before.
Right.
And there's a couple of people that are waiting to go in, and you see somebody exit from the building and descend the ladder, and one of the other people is allowed to ascend. And yeah, you can take your position in line or whatever you want to do.
I guess I'll set Donnie down and get in line, I guess. Since it seems like if we cut in line, that's probably gonna raise some suspicions.
That would be a little weird, yeah.
So, best to just stick to form and keep suspicion at a low.
Excuse me. All right, so you take your position in the queue, and as you get closer to the line, you're kind of somewhat impressed by the size of these twin guards. Both of them are probably about 6'3", probably pushing like a good 260. Just bulky, burly, brawny type guys, and they don't say anything to you, but they kind of glare at you as you approach.
Holly's here. She's jumping in now.
Okay.
What impressive bulky boys. Alright. So, like, by approach, you mean like we're next in line?
There's like one other person before you.
Okay. I will. I guess probably try not to, like, grab their attention too much. Because I feel like. What am I trying to say here? I feel like if somebody else has their attention, that is better for us. That's what I'm trying to say.
Potentially, yeah. Okay. So you're in line for maybe 5 minutes. The person that had just gone in comes out, and as he drops down off the ladder, you hear the sound of coins kind of clinking in a small pouch that is tied to his waist. And as he departs and starts walking down the street, the person that is in front of you goes up the ladder and into the building, leaving you at the front of the line. And as you step forward, the twins stare down at you.
I'll just sort of look up at one of them and just kind of like not say anything, just sort of look at them innocently. But I guess unless Jordan has any ideas, I guess we just wait for the guy to come out. Cause I don't have any ideas up until we get to the office.
Is he not in the office?
Zodor is in the office. We are not.
Yes, so why don't we try to persuade or deceive the twins into letting us talk to Zodor?
Because we don't need to.
Oh, I'm confused.
We're waiting in line for our turn to talk to Zodor.
Oh, then let's convince the people in line we need to cut.
We're at the front of the line. We're just waiting on one guy who went into the office. I'm saying we just.
Oh my god, then let's play patty cake.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I start playing patty cake with Melody,
Yep.
who's like, for some reason, into it.
I think she's just amused by Donnie.
I'm incredibly amused by Donnie. All right, so after a few minutes of playing patty cake with Melody, and between Melody and Donnie, the person that had just gone in, you hear actually raised voices coming from the office above,
Ooh, some shouting.
and you hear just this rumbling voice that says, "Get the fuck out of my office now!" And like the person that had just gone in like backs out and is like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Butler. I'm sorry," and like very quickly like descends the ladder, and like as he gets to the bottom, he kind of trips a little bit and drops this pouch, this bundle that he was carrying, and you see like a few metal cogs and gears kind of like scatter across the ground. And he stoops down and kind of like sweeps them back up into the pouch, into the bundle. And as he gathers it back up, one of the twins just roughly shoves him out of the way, and the other twin goes over and gestures to you, and just kind of like points at you, and then with a kind of like a jerk of his neck, just kind of like gestures to the ladder, giving you the go ahead to go in.
Alright, we're next. I mean, I'm gonna look at Donnie and say, can you, climb a ladder safely?
Oh yes, I'm much experienced with ladders.
I will take your word for it.
And
Alright, so
Donnie's like, "Of course I am. I did it last night. Remember?"
no. Um, so I'll climb up to get to the office.
Now, do I grab it with my right hand or my left hand first?
I don't think it matters, Donnie.
If the bars are for my hands, where do my feet go?
On the bars.
Oh.
Oh, it just kills me. Oh, too funny. Okay, so you ascend the ladder, and you enter the now familiar office, and at the desk, which is every bit as messy as it was the night before, behind the desk you see a
A silver arrow. No.
no, not quite. It's never that easy. You see a male shifter. He looks to be. I had written some notes about this. Yeah. All right. He looks to be in his late 40s, mid to late 40s, excuse me. And he has very like narrow, almost feline features. His ears are kind of slightly elongated and pointed, with kind of tufts of hair kind of growing off them. His face has almost like a chin beard. Uh,
A chin beard versus a neck beard.
I'm trying to go over it, and like the type of mutton chops that go kind of like right along the jawline, but doesn't go like right to the chin. It just kind of like tufts out from there, so it's almost got kind of like this whiskery type.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Actually, let me clear off Astrid here.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to do it myself. I
Yeah.
think I got it.
No, you went over and you got rid of her. I have to clear it on my end.
Oh, that's it.
So As you enter, he looks up at you, and you can see that his eyes are cat-like. They are kind of like this golden honey color, with kind of the cat eye, the narrow cat eye. I don't know what the hell you want to call that. The pupil, where it's kind of like that cat eye look. Um, and his eyebrows above these eyes are pierced. On his right eye, he has two gold loops, and on the left eyebrow, there is a silver stud. Um, he looks pretty solidly built, but not like his buddies outside. And he is wearing a suit of well-worn leather armor. And as he kind of like looks at you, he just kind of like, what do you want?
What did we want?
A job.
What is it we said we were going to ask for?
A job.
You were coming here to kind of see if you can kind of get any information about the
arrow.
the arrow.
Through a job.
I guess
Is this the guy we just robbed from?
We
we
didn't
didn't
rob.
rob.
What?
You didn't rob, unless you went over and want to consider Donnie taking some of his fleas from his bed. You didn't steal anything from him. You just kind of like searched his office to see if
Broke
you
in.
could find any info. Yeah, you broke in.
We breaking and entering his place yesterday.
Yes.
He said silently.
And Astrid is with Killian. We went to a
Okay.
different place to ask some questions about another job, and then we're on our way back to meet up with the other three at Zodor's place.
Yes.
Oh, so it's just me and Melody
It's
right
just
now?
well, no, Karen's here as well.
Karen's with you as well.
So we discussed letting Karan
Eberron.
Karan inquire about like Silver Flame, I think it was. Is that what we're like? Is
artifacts
that
and
what we're
relics.
doing, or?
That was my proposition, was to have
Okay.
her say that she's in the market for a holy symbol, a powerful
Well,
holy symbol.
I guess I did say we should just be direct, so I guess we'll do that and have Karan say whatever Lee was propositioning.
Lee's playing Karen, so
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
Karen saying?
So she is going to do just that. She's going to say, "Hi, I'm an acolyte of the Silver Flame, and I'm in the market for a holy symbol, something that'll give me a little oomph when I'm traveling in the Mournland."
Okay, and what does that have to do with me?
Well, I heard that you were a broker of goods, and that you might be able to come up with something.
I don't truck in religious relics.
Can we make an insight check on that?
So,
It's interesting playing a character that actually knows things.
Right.
You get the sense that it's like he's not being deceitful.
Donnie isn't sure.
Donnie isn't sure. Donnie's not even really sure where he is right now.
I'm just kind of glancing over at the bed
I
in fear.
Well,
kind of giving the bed like this wide berth.
Gives me the shivers.
okay. Well, I guess I can't say that because that would be outside information. But I guess we can go with Donnie's question next of just asking if he's got any job offers.
So you're asking him for work now?
Well,
I guess so. I'll just say like, well, do you have any offers for
I don't know where this idea came from.
positions?
I thought you were discussing working for Zodor in an attempt to get closer to him to find more clues.
Well, I mean that
that's,
works
I
fine.
mean, an idea, yeah.
So Zordor
Let
says,
me get close to you, Zodor. Oh, Zodor.
so Zodor said, well, it's like I don't currently have any pressing need for new salvagers. I've got a couple of crews that are out doing some stuff for me now. If you got anything to sell, I could take a look. But right now, I don't have much need for you.
Do we have anything to sell? What would he even want? All I have is handcuffs and a bear trap.
Yeah, probably not that. So he, like pretty much any of the other salvage brokers, would be looking for stuff specifically coming out of the mine.
Yeah.
Right. I guess we don't have anything else then. So, I guess I'm fine to just leave the office then. Because I don't have any other ideas of stuff that wouldn't just upset him outright. So, I say we retreat and think about it for now.
Okay.
Sit back and assess.
Because we've got that other job now that wants us to go into the moorlands anyway. So maybe we'll find something of interest to Zodor in the process of doing that one.
I mean, definitely worth a try.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he's if
What
he's
I
being
was
honest and he's working for somebody else that got the arrow, he probably doesn't have it anymore.
well, what I was going to say earlier that I said would be outside information is having taken a forensics class, I know that like especially mob bosses will kind of lie in a way that they believe. So, like, there was an interview with this one mob boss who said that his job was pest control, and he genuinely believed that that was true. So, I was going to say that maybe Zodor saying that that he doesn't work in holy symbols. Maybe it's just because he doesn't believe in the silver flame, so he doesn't consider it a holy symbol.
Or he may not have recognized that it was a holy relic.
Yeah.
Well, you also haven't specifically asked him about that.
Well, we don't want to just
Asked him,
specifically ask him because I don't think anybody is supposed to know that he's the one who has it.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I guess we could just outright say,
Hey, we know
for
you have
Karen.
the arrow.
Well, not that, but say like Karen can pipe back up and say, "Do you know of anyone that might have a silver arrow or a silver flame holy symbol?"
Is there anybody
Is
else who
that like,
knows
are
that
you
it?
actually asking that? Or,
Yeah, might as well. I mean,
okay,
okay.
so Charon's actually asking. I'm sorry. What was the exact question?
if he knows of anyone that might have a line on a silver arrow or a silver flame, a powerful silver flame holy symbol.
Silver arrow. Hmm. I definitely don't have that. I can't say that I know anybody that would. Silver Arrow, though, sounds vaguely familiar. Yeah, no,
Do you
no,
maybe have
can't say
any
that
contacts in outside of Salvation that might be able to get one?
I don't really. Yeah, like I said, it's like I don't really work with with religious artifacts, and most of my contacts don't either. Uh, I'm good lord. Okay. Okay. Um, I will say. So Zordon is like, yeah, yeah. I don't know anything about any silver arrows or silver flame relics. And I'm gonna say, Heron, I am going to have you do an insight check. And
Uh-huh.
okay, I need to open him up here. Hold on.
Can she use that inspiration?
Yeah, yeah. The inspiration is there anytime that you want to use it. Okay, so 17. Okay,
I guess they
so
were both 13, so it doesn't matter, but why'd you roll with advantage the second time?
Isn't that what you're supposed to do with inspiration?
well, the
No,
inspiration,
inspiration just means you roll it again.
you just re-roll it.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it becomes your advantage. Um, but either way, excuse me. Uh, you, Karen, you get the sense that he's not being entirely truthful. Um, like you kind of get the sense that he's stalling, trying to think of a way to maybe kind of blow you off to get rid of you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure what that's about.
I don't want to be a bitch with someone else's character.
They're named Karen.
They
Right.
are named Karen.
I mean, come on.
That's the point of, of it. I think.
And I believe he did say that that was actually the inspiration for the character.
Okay. So then she will cock her head to the side and be like, "Oh, really? I would like to speak to your manager."
Okay, okay.
I'm putting
Well,
him that far. So yeah, you kind of like so you're calling him out on it.
Yeah.
Um,
time to roll initiative.
yeah, well,
Don't
yeah,
make me bust out a zone of truth.
give me something to work with. What is it that you're exactly saying to him?
Um, what are his mannerisms right now?
He so like I said, it's like she notices that like he's not being in touch with because he's like kind of silver. So no, I don't know it, and it's like the entire time that he's doing that whole, it's like don't know it, don't know anybody who would know it. Blah, blah, blah. He is very studiously not looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking everywhere except at the people that are in front of him. So he's being very evasive.
So she's going to redirect his attention. Look at me when you're talking to a lady. I asked you a question and you're being very evasive. What do you know?
Yeah, so I could do this either one of two ways. One of them would be bad. Um, okay. I'm gonna do. I have you roll a charisma check. Either deception or persuasion,
Oh God.
your choice.
Let's see. Deception, no. Persuasion, no. Woohoo!
Okay. Uh so as soon as like Karen goes over and scolds him, and like he kind of like stops being evasive, and his eyes kind of darken just a little bit. He you kind of get the sense that he's a little irritated that this woman has kind of called him out and put him in his place. And he just kind of glares at her.
Don't you glare at me. I asked you a question.
I don't appreciate your tone.
I don't appreciate being lied to.
And he kind of like stops and he goes over and he just kind of heaves like this heavy sigh. He's like, "Madam, I wasn't lying to you. I don't deal with holy relics. Why you've come to me asking specifically about a silver arrow, I do not understand.
Um,
Why have you come?"
At this point, should we just be like,
I think so.
absolutely direct about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have come here
Uh,
because someone was seen bringing in a stolen silver flame relic into your establishment.
Oh, really?
Did I stutter?
Zodor just kind of arches an eyebrow, but he doesn't like respond to that. He just kind of sits back in his chair and he kind of like puts his fingertips together. He's like I might know something about this silver arrow,
Mm-hmm.
but not in the way that you think.
And then, what should I be thinking?
Whatever you're thinking right now is definitely not what you should be thinking. I did not take it. I saw the job posted by Mother Johanna.
And eyewitnesses state that it was brought here.
And he kind of like looks down and then he looks back up at you and he says, "It was.
so it's
But
not here anymore, is what he's saying.
oh, it was never here. It was brought here, but it most certainly was not left here. There was a changeling by the name of Whist who came to me yesterday. Or no, wait. When did she say it was? Was it like a few days ago?
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was the day before you guys arrived in town, so it would have been like 2 days ago. It's like there was a changeling by the name of Whist who came to me a couple of days ago, bearing a bundle that was revealed to be a arrow-shaped flame, a flame-shaped arrow made of silver that I can only assume came from the chapel. I do not deal with stolen goods. I don't buy stolen goods. I don't sell stolen goods. So I told her to leave. What I can tell you is that Whist mostly works for another broker by the name of Dre of Shaldor. You may want to
Great.
talk to him. Dreyev. Yep.
Alrighty. Well, I guess we have our next lead.
How does he know that?
And what did you say to Whist when they came in?
Exactly what I just told you. I don't buy nor do I deal with stolen goods.
Did you recommend anyone?
I did not. I merely told her to leave. That I did. I told her that I don't buy stolen goods and that not to return.
At this
Alright.
point,
No.
I think we should tip him for his information to maintain some kind of working relationship. Since Karen was wrong, she will not admit that she was wrong.
Actually, hold on 1 second. I need to backtrack just a second. Hold on.
Sorry if you heard that. I thought I was muted.
What was it?
I'm drinking.
It's
Oh.
my drink.
I thought it was a bong.
He burned my
I'm
shake.
so jealous.
He was so proud of you.
Actually, so actually, he goes over and he says, oh, no. He's like, oh, he said he told Wist that he doesn't deal with stolen goods and that if she wanted to sell him something, he had a whatchamacallit, a line on a potential score in the Mornland.
Mm.
He said he sent Wist and her crew east to ransack an abandoned elemental artillery piece in the Mornland. She should be there now.
I see.
Yeah.
Also, to answer your question earlier, Holly, as a broker, he probably has connections to the other brokers, so he likely knows who works for who.
Then why would she bring it to him and not her boss?
Because her boss probably didn't want it either.
Then why'd she take it? I'm confused.
A thief is a thief.
Because money.
Maybe she's an addict.
Yeah, because money. Because what? What?
Maybe she's an addict.
Addict?
Or that.
Yeah.
Just wants to chase? I don't know.
Yeah.
Kleptomaniac.
Maybe.
Or it's like, like he said, like Johanna said, it's like, somebody probably orchestrated it. So if it wasn't Zodor, it might be somebody else.
Mm. Well,
Kung Fu Panda
I
4.
think Karen would say something under her breath like, dirty, filthy changelings.
Okay.
And Zodor just kind of smirks and he just kind of like tilts his head at Caron as if like kind of like acknowledging, like, you're not wrong.
Anyway, I guess we'll head on out.
Yeah.
After, I get, well, like you were saying, pay him for the information or something.
Yeah, like tip him. Give him
Okay.
like a silver.
I was gonna just toss him a gold or something.
I mean,
Say,
normally
sorry
we
for
want
the
them
bother.
to be giving us gold. We don't want to be like upside down in a transaction.
Excuse me.
Alright, I'll, so I guess we'll head outside and then meet up with Killian and Astrid, who are probably here by now.
Yeah.
Donnie lags behind the party and he kind of slaps down a strip of paper and slowly drags it towards Zodor and says, "Keep in touch."
Is there anything on the paper?
Yeah, it says "Keep in touch," but it's surrounded by hearts and a kissy face drawing.
Oh my god.
Zodor looks down at the paper and looks up at Donnie.
He's already walking out, so no chance to respond.
Well, he looks up at Donnie and checks out Donnie's ass. And then just takes the piece of paper and puts it in the middle drawer of his desk. And just kind of smiles to himself as you all leave.
That wasn't my point, but okay.
You put little hearts around it.
Donnie
What
is
else would I
slowly
supposed to
making
do?
his reverse
People
harem.
probably don't make people probably don't make moves on this guy very often.
Um,
not.
have you
Well,
noticed why?
considering that Donnie got an infection just by sitting in his bed, I could not imagine why nobody wants to be around Zodor.
I love that Zodor has misunderstood Donnie, and to be fair, Donnie did make it seem that way.
I thought you were about to say Donnie
But
misunderstands
my
Donnie.
point was literally that we could have a working relationship. This is
Oh,
just how
that.
he how he asks.
This is just how he says hello.
But keep in touch would have probably, what's the word? Would have conveyed that message well enough. But I think the little hearts around it kind of threw off the messaging just a tiny little bit.
And the kissy face drawing.
Yeah, that too.
Are they not good?
Oh, they're fabulous. That's why he kept it. So all I'm saying is Killian's bed is about to get a little bit more crowded, I'm thinking.
Oh.
Fun.
Yeah.
Anywho, so you guys, so Killian, Karen, and who the fuck else was in there? Not Astrid.
Donnie.
Okay, Donnie was there. Oh my god, duh.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we go out to meet
you
up
go
with
out.
Killian and Astrid.
Yeah, and you see that Killian and Astrid have arrived. They are maybe standing maybe about 20 feet away, just kind of like staring at the twins, who are in turn staring at them. There's also 3 more people that have lined up in the queue, waiting to get in. And you descend the ladder and rejoin with the others.
You know what just occurred to me?
What's that?
What?
If he's a broker and he's buying shit, why did we not find a stash of money? Or a place that he might have locked up money when we were in there last night?
He probably just has it in his drawer or in his pocket or something. Or
Maybe
the
Check his
because
shoe
drawers.
I
might
looked
have.
in the drawers.
Well, I mean, in a world where bags of holding exist, he's
True.
probably just turned like a jacket pocket into a bag of holding.
Fair. Or he might have had it on his person since he had the twins with him.
Yeah. So I'm not too sussed about not finding any kind of storage.
Yeah.
But so I guess we'll go and relay everything that happened to Killian and Astrid, everything being basically nothing. Though I will say, what we found out is essentially that the Zodor admits that the error was brought to his office. However, he didn't claim to have taken it. He said that a changeling named Whist brought it to them, but he turned them away.
Is that who
And
W is?
who W is?
Oh yeah, I didn't
It
make the
could
connection.
be.
Yeah, it could be.
I forgot about the letter, but yeah, that probably is who W is. Uh, in the meantime, I was honestly not paying attention to what happened after turning Whist away. I was installing Once Human, so whatever else happened in that room, I don't remember.
I wrote it down. He sent Whist and her salvage crew east into the moorlands to a elemental artillery depot.
An artillery.
I
An
wrote down
abandoned elemental artillery piece.
peace.
Yeah,
that's what
P-I-E.
PIECE, like a piece of pie,
Yeah, yeah,
piece of paper.
Just somewhere in the moorlands, I believe.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think with that information, we should head out and track them down. But on the way out of town, we should stop at
Grab the
the
third job.
scrapyard. Yeah, because it said something about expect danger and something about the Mournland. I think, didn't it?
So basically, we have 3 jobs that are all sending us out to the moorlands.
I think so.
Well, there's 3 jobs. They weren't necessarily supposed to be all done at the exact same time, but that's okay.
But I mean,
All
if
right,
we can
do it.
accomplish
Well, if we're
multiples in one
going
trip,
to the moorlands anyway,
mhm,
something just says expect danger, and we're going to where the danger is.
yeah.
Huh.
I mean, you
All
never
right, so
know. That third job might be like go down and bump off the twin so we can rob Zodor. Who knows? I mean, I'm
Look,
down for that one.
everybody's played Skyrim. You always grab all the quests in town, and then they all go to the same place.
Usually.
And then you come back with way too many items that any normal person should be able to carry.
And then there's that one random quest that sends you off into the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Mhm.
And then you find the Moon Forge.
Don't know what that is. Never played
Moon
Skyrim.
Forge in bumfuck nowhere.
And you keep wandering around. Eventually, you wander like the Giants' camp, and they kick your ass.
Yeah, that's the Lunar Forge.
Ah.
It's like right next to a giant's camp.
All right, so you're heading over to the scrapyard.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to direct Donnie, hey, ring that bell.
Okay. So it's probably pushing maybe like 9:30 by about this point.
Hmm.
And yeah, as you're walking up the street, you are heading for the scrapyard. And outside of Salvation, the scrapyard fills the swampy remains of an abandoned factory yard. A war-forged colossus slumps at its rear. Half buried by junk and sitting on its backside, the fallen behemoth is easily 100 feet tall.
Oh, wow.
An iron bell hangs from a post at the scrapyard entrance. How did you know there was a bell?
Because the job posting said ring the bell.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
You
about that.
can ring
Okay.
my bell.
Okay. All right, so you're ringing the bell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So,
we'll let Donnie ring the bell.
We'll have to pry him off the bell.
is Danny still here?
Yes.
Okay. Are you ringing the bell?
I
Okay.
ring the bell.
Just a jingle jingle, or do you want jingle 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 jingle
I
jingle?
want a,
It's like a boxing ring
ding,
bell.
ding dong, bing bong.
Does the rest of the party need to make you stop ringing the bell?
I like to imagine that Donnie doesn't actually ring the bell.
He just
he like
scream.
puts his hand onto it, but then just starts screaming, "Ding ding 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 ding!"
Dong, ding dong, ding a ling, ding dong.
All right, fine.
Hey, dog.
I'm ringing. I'm ringing the bell. I'm ringing.
I'm in a store.
Oh my god.
The most inept bard in the world.
Oh my god. You messed up. Okay. After you quote unquote ring the bell, uh, the you hear is like just a minute, and from a nearby shack, a kind of a stooped, aged man emerges. He's he's propped up by like a very worn, weathered cane. His clothes are kind of threadbare and faded. He's got kind of like the mutton chop beard, no mustache, no like chin beard. He's balding, so he's got like this shock of white hair at the back of his head that kind of like blends right into the mutton chop beard.
What race is he?
He's human, and he just kind of glares at you, and he looks at your group, and he approaches and he's like, what do you want?
What do we want? Um. Wait.
I thought you said no questions asked.
Where? Which was? Hold on. Where have we gone?
The
we
scrapyard.
found the missive on the board.
I'm trying to look at it.
Oh, this is the second job. Okay.
Third
yeah.
job.
Just let this
Third job. This is a job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So he says, oh, you're here about the job, I see. Oh, come with me, come with me. So he leads you into the scrapyard, and as he's going, he introduces himself. He says, my name's Ebenezer. And he says, I am the personal assistant of the salvage broker, Eberron Karnak. And he stops and he kind of gets like, he kind of whispers conspiratorially to you. He's like, this job got to be kept hush hush. You know, and my boss, she wants to keep her distance from this job, so she's left it to me to handle this.
Alrighty.
Well, we're gonna need some instructions.
Okay, so Ebenezer kind of leads you over to the form of the Warforged Colossus, and he stops at the base of the Colossus's huge foot, and he says, this is Big Mo. Eberron.
Evil Lynn.
No, it's not Evelyn.
No,
Or
I'm gonna
Evelyn.
call her Evil Lynn.
Okay, everybody else has a freaking pronunciation guide for their name, but except for, or if she has one, I can't find it.
Oh, is there anything loaded on the screen?
Just the town
In
map.
Just the outpost map.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll get that to you. There you go.
Thank you.
All right. So he says, Erilyn owns the salvage rights to Big Mo here. And so far, for reasons unknown to me, she's decided to leave it intact. But she said, Erilyn's scrap team recently found a tunnel covertly excavated beneath the body of the Colossus. And she thinks that someone may be stripping it for parts.
And where does the tunnel lead?
He says, we're not sure. We don't know who's made it, where it goes. But that's where you come in. We want you to investigate. Scout it out. And I'll pay you a reward of 10 gold pieces each.
Okay.
Alright.
And if we happen to find any salvage material, we get to keep that, right?
Hold on, I'm trying to see if it goes over and gives that information. It doesn't say anything specific, but if you find anything of value, we get first crack at it.
I guess that's fair.
Okay.
These Colossus, where do they come from? Do we know that? Do I make like a history check or something?
You can make a history check, sure.
I'll make one. Not that I have a skill in it. Apparently I know some shit. Oh
Alright,
wait, that's
so,
Charon. No, that's
No, that's Killian.
It was killing. All right, so you all would know about the Warforged, and what's probably not as commonly known because it was something that was happening probably more towards the end of the war, that there was efforts made in creating Warforged that were like hundreds of feet tall, like huge. They were essentially called like city break. That they were so tall that they could just stomp down onto a city and hundreds, if not thousands, in a single blow. Um, they were very rare, very few that actually worked. Um, but at the end of the war, they were all decommissioned, and most, if not most of them, most of the known ones have.
You cut out there.
Um,
Most of
oh,
the
I'm sorry.
known ones, what?
Most of the ones. Most of trying to figure out how to say this. Most of the ones that were found and can be accounted for have already been scrapped. Um, this one that's in front of you right now is a surprise to you because you know you're probably one of very few people that have actually seen one in person. And thankfully, one has not been seen to be operating in the last several years, the last few years. I'm not going to say several, probably like 3 or 4 years.
All right.
All right. So,
So,
are you accepting the job or?
Yeah, might as well.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do we want to go in right away or wait till nightfall?
Let's go ahead right now. I mean, we're all here. We're rested, and it may lead us into the Mournland.
Do we need to go back into town for anything? Did anybody buy revivify spells or scrolls or anything while I was gone?
We don't have the money to
Oh,
do that yet.
I don't
Okay,
have the money
cool.
for that, and definitely nobody's at the level to be able to do that anyway.
Cool. All right.
I don't know. Can you cast a third level spell if you're not third level? That's a stupid question.
I would have
I
to
think you do.
research it. I think you can, but it's. I think there's maybe a chance that it would fail.
Yeah, possibly. Okay. All right. So, what are you doing? You're starting this job, or what are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you agree to the mission, okay. So he tells you, gives you instructions to find your way into the tunnels. And now I gotta find it. Hold on 1 second. Here we go.
A level 1 character in D&D 5e cannot use a scroll of Revivify.
Okay.
Because the spell Revivify is a 3rd level spell, meaning a character must be at least 3rd level to cast it.
Okay,
So
that's
no,
what I
there's
was
no
thinking.
reason to have one yet.
That's what I was thinking. Okay. So, so Ebenezer gives you directions to the tunnel, and you follow the directions, and you. Okay, so the tunnel is hidden behind one of Big Mo's fallen metal armor plates. Lugging it aside, you reveal a slanted tunnel, plunging down into the dark. It's clearly been excavated recently, perhaps by a machine, and is expertly stabilized with wooden support beams. Okay. Okay. So the tunnel kind of, and you're entering the tunnel?
Yes.
Okay. So as you enter the tunnel kind of like goes down at an angle for about 50 feet before it levels out and continues straight.
I'm going to ask Melody if she could cast a light spell or a light cantrip on my sword, so that we have a source of light at the front.
Okay, I can do that. Since we're not on a map, I can't target you, but
So-
we'll just say it's on your sword.
Yeah.
And then that'll be my light used for the day. I believe I can only use it once a long rest.
Isn't it a cantrip?
It's a spell,
Well,
so I
light would
have
be
to
a
use.
level 0 spell for you, so you can use it at will, or it should be.
It's light is a cantrip for
Yeah.
a cleric.
No,
It's a
for
level 0
artificer
evocation spell for clerics and wizards.
and
Well, no,
artificers.
I have it because I'm an Asimar.
Oh, yeah.
Can you only?
Oh,
Can
that's
they
right.
only use
Karen's
it once per day?
Karen's the cleric. That's right. Melody's the artificer.
I don't know. I added
I
generic.
don't have any. I don't have any spells as an artificer at least until level 3. I don't think. But as an Asimar, I have light and I have 2 level 1 spell slots.
How do
But
you
if
have?
it's a level 0, I don't know. Does level 0 spells require spell slots?
No, they don't. But if it's granted to you by being an ASMR, can you only use it so many times per day?
Level 0 spells are called cantrips. No, I guess I can just use it.
Okay.
If it's a level 0, that's a cantrip. So that should be like whether it's a cleric or just the Asimar, you should be able to use that.
Yeah, okay, so I can just cast that then.
Until
The
we find out
duration is only an
otherwise.
hour, but
Yeah.
So evocation, yeah, it's a cantrip.
What type of ASMR are you?
that is yet to be decided. I do not get to choose what type of ASMR I am until level 3.
Oh.
At which point I can choose one of like 3 different sub categories. And I have been keeping a note on like the general level of what I would consider the corruption of my character
Hmm.
to determine whether or not I'm going to be like continuing the fight to revive my goddess, or if I'm going to be like a fallen, corrupted ASMR
Okay.
currently.
Okay, so, do you guys have a preferred marching order?
I would say Killian would be at the front,
Okay.
and then Charon somewhere in the middle.
Probably I would be in the back, considering I'm ranged, and you
Okay.
all are. Well, I don't know. Maybe Astrid might be behind me, just in case somebody comes up from behind.
Okay, so Astrid behind Melody.
Mm-hmm. And then Donnie's probably in front of me.
And then Karen second, because she's also frontline.
Okay.
Oddly enough.
She's the cleric and frontline.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Well, I guess that does go to the thing that people say of like, why wouldn't the cleric just wear the heaviest armor?
I mean, they can wear plate frequently. At least some of them.
The secret tunnel.
All right. So,
Secret tunnel.
I was thinking that
Secret
too.
tunnel.
So if it surface spends 50 feet before it levels out and turns east. So you travel straight for several hundred feet, and I don't know if anybody's got like anything particular about their character that kind of give them a good sense of direction.
Oh, I have a great sense of direction. Let me lead the way.
Oh God.
I
don't think
probably
so.
do. I don't have it specified anywhere though.
Yeah. You know what? Who's got the highest passive perception? We'll go with that.
I'm guessing Charon, but let's see.
I have +3.
Skills.
The highest perception.
I have a
What's mine?
+3.
Let me check my
Passive perception.
passive.
Charon
Mine is +2.
has.
Party sheet. Hold on a second. I'll look at the party sheet.
Charon is +4.
Hold on, let me check perception skills. Perception is +3 for me.
I thought this thing had like a passive perception. Oh, not. Oh, AC perception. Here we go. 13, 12, 14. Okay, so it is Karen. So Karen, just based on, I'm going to say that having seen the Colossus on the surface, where it was positioned, and the direction that you went into the tunnel, and the length of time that you've been traveling this long hallway tunnel, she kind of will realize after a moment or two that you are actually traveling beneath the Mournland. So you've
Okay.
actually entered into the Mournland area underground. You come to actually, so no. That's that. Okay. So you eventually start to come to the end of this tunnel, and at the end of the tunnel there is a heavy wooden door that is closed and blocks the way forward.
Do there appear to be any locks on this door?
You can do a perception. Okay.
One
So
from Charon.
Killian's looking at the wrong door, but Astrid very clearly sees that there is a lock on the door and points it out.
With those perceptions, did we spot any traps?
You would actually have to get near the door and do an investigation.
Okay. Well, I don't. I have some skill in that. I can do that, or I can help with that.
What's your plus?
2.
Oh, so is mine. Cool.
I see nothing.
I see everything.
Okay.
I'll step back.
So Melody, you step forward and you begin kind of looking around the edges of the door. You don't find anything, but so then you focus your attentions on the lock itself. And deep within the lock, you see what looks to be a tiny little bit of a mechanism that you can tell quite clearly is not part of the locking mechanism, which is made more apparent when you go over and kind of trace how this mechanism is kind of built into the lock, ending with a needle of about 3 inches that is kind of in a cocked position.
Can I stand like in the corner or so, and so like I'm not in front of the needle or anything, and I can open the door that way, so that if when the needle eventually gets launched out, I'm not in the way of it.
Oh, I did it the wrong way. Oh, crap. So you you're wanting to kind of
Wanting to like trip the trap, but in a way that doesn't actually hit me. That doesn't put me in the way of it.
yeah, you can give it a try.
Give me a moment. Hello, Ruby. Meow.
I mean, could we trip it and have like my shield block anything?
I guess we could put your shield in the way of the lock.
I
And then I
I
can just
kind of
kick the door open that way.
I kind of figured out
Actually,
it's actually not really a needle. It's probably more of a nozzle.
A nozzle.
oh, a nozzle.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a different story. Because
yeah.
that could mean it's either like an acid liquid or it's a gas.
It's a
Can
gas.
I just real quick? So the door is definitely locked.
The door is closed. The door is locked. The door is trapped, and you can. Let's see,
Okay.
what was your role? You get the sense that if you try to mess with the lock, you would most likely you would most likely set off the trap. So you might need to um, disable the trap first before attempting the lock, or just take your chances.
Does anybody happen to have like a hammer or mace or something big and bulky?
A different
Well,
campaign.
I have a
Huh?
morning
He was on
star.
the train though.
Oh, you have a morning star?
Yeah.
Hey, can you come bash the door open? If we mess with the lock, we get sprayed with whatever.
Holy water.
So
Well-
we just break the door down. We don't mess with the lock.
So, let me just put this out here. You just bought thieves' tools
Yes.
for you and Donnie.
Yes.
So why not just disable it?
Because he just told me if I try to mess with the lock,
Right.
If
it'll
you
trigger
try,
the trap.
now, if you try to open the lock without
Oh,
disabling the trap,
It'll trigger.
okay.
Yeah.
In that case, what would disabling a trap be? Sleight of hand?
Thieves'
Yep.
tools.
Survival?
Yep.
Sleight of hand. Okay.
Well,
I
I
think
think if it was
Donnie
just
is
a
actually
thieves'
more
tool,
proficient with thieves' tools than I am.
I would be.
Uh, what? Proficiency with these tools lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks to disarm traps. Okay. I don't know what my proficiency bonus is. I think it's like 1 right now. Since we're only level 1.
it's 2.
It's 2. Okay. What's your proficiency, Jordan? Donai?
In sleight of hand?
Well, just your default proficiency bonus. It's on the main page next to class and level.
It should be 2 for everyone.
Yeah, it should be two for everyone.
Okay, well then what's your proficiencies? Your plus at sleight of hand? Because mine's +3.
Mine
It's
is
+6.
+6.
Okay, yeah, you should be the one to try and disable the lock, or disable the trap rather.
Okay. Whee.
Sick.
So Donnie steps forward and goes up to the lock and pulls out his thieves' tools and gets a couple of picks and puts them in there. And he kind of squints. He's like closes one eye. He's looking into the hole of the lock, and he's kind of like maneuvering the bits and pieces of the mechanism that are attached to the trap. And he manages to like wedge one of the picks on the far side of it. And then he takes the other pick and he flips up the little nozzle and kind of wedges it in place where it no longer kind of would be focused out of the keyhole of the lock. successfully manages to disable the trap. Trap is now inert.
Right.
He stands up and flips his hair back. Says, "All right, that was easy."
Well done, Donnie.
Not that this is entirely important, but I seem to be able to move everybody around
Yeah, we're not
myself
locked.
on the map, and I don't
let's
think I'm
explore that.
supposed to be able to do that.
Hold on. Oh. Okay, that's weird. Needs to be on the tokens.
It's
Apparently.
on the map.
Oh, there it is. Thank you. Okay. You're locked in place now. All right. So who's unlocking the door?
Well, I guess
also
Donnie, since he's got the thief's tools aren't broken yet, so.
All right.
That means roll another sleight of hand.
Oops. Yeah.
Donnie is a pro. Yeah, Donnie just goes to
More
goes
ways than
right
one.
to work. Goes to work, and very quickly, you hear a click as the tumblers fall into place, and the door is now unlocked.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pull out my crossbow and just have it ready, I guess.
I'm not saying I opened the door and there's some weird, like, a meaty thing over there, but there is.
Something.
Okay. So,
I think Holly got it.
here we go. All right. So, as you open the door to the next room, there is this really strong smell of embalming fluid, which
Oh,
emanates
God.
out of this room. And you look around, and this circular chamber is lit by torches. Roughly 30 human corpses are neatly stacked in 3 piles around the room. The bodies are naked and covered in some sort of embalming. There is no obvious sign of what killed them.
Oh, God.
Hmm. Okay. I guess I'll investigate.
Yeah. Might as well search the piles and see if there's anything of interest.
I perceive nothing.
All right. So, Killian, you approach one of the piles of bodies, and pretty much it's exactly what I said. The smell of the embalming fluid is even stronger. I'm trying to remember. Was your guy like involved in the war in some way?
Which one? Me?
Not. I don't think so.
No. Okay. Well, Astrid, I believe, was. Astrid, I'm fairly certain was. Donnie
Yes.
Was.
was, but he's not entirely positive in what way.
Right.
But I will say that for Astrid, for certain, having been on the fields of war and been around death, while the smell of the embalming fluid is strong, you feel that you would expect to there to be like an undercurrent of decay like the smell of rot and decay and flesh kind of rotting away, and there's none of that. Like there is just the smell of the embalming fluid, like to the point where has the embalming fluid like stopped the decay, or you're not sure what that's about, but you would have expected there to be at least a faint odor of the decay, and the fact that it's absent kind of confuses you just a little bit. And I'm going to say, Killian, you also, you're not smelling any of the decay or anything like that, but as you approach the pile of bodies, you do hear muffled voices that seem to be coming from further up ahead.
Do any of these bodies look like they are fresh?
Let's see.
As in, like, within the last day or so?
I'm gonna say you can't really tell, but you do. Roll me a history check.
With my whopping 0.
Okay, perfect. That's perfect right there. While you yourself have not experienced any expedition into the Mournland, at least not until today, you have heard stories. You've heard tales of corpses that litter fields of battle as far as the eye can see, where the bodies, even to this day, do not rot. That bodies themselves look like they've just fallen.
Okay. Then I am going to quietly point out that I'm hearing voices coming from up ahead.
You hear the voice too.
Yeah. They're telling me to do bad things. Um, but I'll point out that I'm hearing voices. Are they coming from like the northeast where it looks like there's like a curve and then like the tunnel continues, or are they coming from the southeast?
There, as near as you can tell, there is no other way out of this room
Okay.
except the door that you came through and the door ahead. So the voices that you're hearing seem to be coming from that tunnel.
Then I will approach this way. Oh, there's the door. Does that door look like it is trapped or locked?
Okay. It is closed. You do not see a lock.
Okay. Given
I'm
that the
taking this
first door
torch.
was trapped, I think we should still take a peek to see. Would that be investigation again?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you look across the surface of the door. You do not see any locks or anything. Just a knob.
Okay. Then I'll wait for everyone to get near and I will open the door.
Hey, I'm taking this torch and then I'll follow.
Okay. Not a bad idea.
So we've got, what, 2 light sources right now? Because your sword is light, and then I now have a torch.
Okay. So, you're opening the door?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you describe how you open the door.
I'm going to try to slowly swing the door open so as to not garner any attention.
All right, so you open the door, and what you are able to see is, a fairly good-sized, chamber lit by torches, and is lined with fresh bricks and mortar. So you kind of get the sense that this is a new construction. Within the room, you see several well-armed figures standing to the side, watching a robed man through metal plates onto the limbs of another dead body.
The
Each
well-armed
on
figures, do they look living or do they look dead?
they well, you see them kind of like shuffle in place, so they're definitely living.
Okay.
Each of the onlookers wears a metal half mask, so their face is mostly hidden. Um, okay. And I'm gonna say roll me a stealth check
Oh fuck.
to see how well you were able to avoid.
Can someone give me an assist on stealth?
Let me see.
I don't know that we can assist stealth.
Well,
I'm gonna say at this point, probably I'm not gonna allow it
okay.
specifically because it's after the fact. I just want to go over the.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
noisy motherfucker.
12. Me. Them up here.
How many figures are in the room?
You see a total of 5 figures with the armor, and one guy. The one guy in the middle. So 6 total.
So I'm gonna whisper that back to the party.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Okay.
Who's the closest?
I am.
No, which villain is the closest?
Oh,
that I'm asking?
we don't see him on the map yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how they've got this set up here.
So before we move in, I think Charon will cast a bless on the 3 people that are most likely to be in combat. Or so that should be her, Killian, and I'm gonna say Astrid. So that those 3 have a bonus on their attack and on their attack and damage roll, or attacks and saves.
I'm sorry, were you talking to me?
Well, I was just saying that out loud.
Oh no, yeah, okay, I was just checking. All right, and perception is what? Intelligence?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay, so just a d20. Okay, so they actually do not hear you.
Yay!
They do not see the door open.
We got some Skyrim guards here.
Okay. All right. So what do you want to do?
I say
Maybe they're friendly.
we introduce ourselves forcefully.
Hold on 1 second.
Unfortunately.
I can shoot one if that's to initiate the combat, if that's what your goal is.
Yeah, we can have the 3 of you all do a ranged attack at the same time as a surprise, and then Charon and Killian can rush in.
I just want to point out that I don't think these guys are doing what that one what the guy who gave us the job thinks that they're doing?
I don't think so either. I think, given all the piles of bodies and the guy putting armor on a body, I think this is Emerald Claw that we heard
Yeah,
about
might
in the
have to
tavern.
Uh-huh.
We've got some bandits and a commoner.
Do they look
Okay.
human?
Okay, and I'm not going to get into that too much because everything is very quote unquote generic
Mhm.
the way everything's listed here. So that goes over there. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what's going on?
So, Charon and Killian are going to rush in, and
Okay.
I think Melody and Donnie are going to ready a ranged attack for when we do. Astrid, what were you going to do?
If we're going in guns blazing, I'll stay like right between you two and start firing at the guys in the back.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
like a
Okay.
plan.
So all right. So you guys are going to charge in and immediately attack, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to have you guys roll initiative, and these guys are on here, so I'm going to actually tell it
Hold
to
on.
roll initiative. Initiative for everybody. Initiative. NPC initiative. I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative, and then you guys are gonna have a surprise round. Okay. Which I will
Team action.
allow a. I mean, technically, it should just be like a single action. You guys are gonna have to charge in.
Can we just talk about the initiative for a second?
What the hell?
I mean, great minds and all that.
All right, so we will kick off. This is going to be a surprise round, so you guys can take a full action, and then you will immediately take another action, apparently. Never remember exactly how surprise actions go.
Let me look.
I'm looking. Okay, well, the DMG's not helping.
Surprise. A band of adventurers sneaks up, blah, 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 blah. If you are surprised, you can't move or take an action on your first turn of the combat, and you can't take a reaction until that turn ends. A member of a group can be surprised even if other members aren't.
I think we've surprised the entire group, so
Yes.
we don't have to worry about that.
So, who's an assassin?
Nobody, because nobody's a rogue.
I know.
All right, so what's it? Spend a ton of time. Roll each roll a stealth check. Remember, there is no surprise round. The shot doesn't go off and get resolved before initiative is rolled. That's a real. Shot doesn't go off. Get resolved before initiative is rolled. Roll initiative. Consent. Okay. So if I'm reading this right, only Killian gets the surprise.
Why?
Well, so it's like unless everybody else stealth check as well.
Oh.
Oh, I see, because Killian was the only one stealthing.
Yeah, so it's like let's say the characters find a situation which they roll.
Oh god.
Oh.
Okay, it says when rolling for initiative, the roll gets 19, the gnolls get 12, Stompy the Paladin gets a 7. Compare the original stealth rolls, the passive perception of the gnolls. Gnolls clearly hear Stompy and clearly do not see Dark Shadow. They're not surprised by Stompy and therefore are not surprised. Dark Shadow still gets a shot. So, uh,
So either Donnie doesn't get one or nobody gets one.
Donnie doesn't get it. Caron doesn't get it. But Astrid, Killian, and Melody would each get a shot.
Okay. Well, I guess that goes to me first, unless they somehow rolled higher than 21.
No, it looks like everyone except for you rolled a 16.
Yeah, even the bad guys.
Even
Rolled
the bad guy.
They all rolled 16.
There's a mouse
Great.
off in the corner that rolled a 16.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I thought I turned that off because I
Oh,
had
nice.
set an option that randomized the
Randomize the health.
well, randomized. Oh, was it just the health? That's right. I thought it randomized the initiative for it too. It might have been just the
Okay.
health.
It really was everyone who rolled a 16. That actually...
That is kind of a riot there. All right, let's. All right. Yeah, go ahead. Melody, do what you're gonna do.
Well, at the moment, I believe I can only fire once, but
Yeah.
still a hit.
Okay. Then Astrid. Wait. No, it's Astrid. Yes, Astrid can go. What's the after D4?
From Charon doing a bless before we went in.
Oh, forgot about that. Sorry. Okay. And Killian.
Killian will charge in. Which one did Astrid hit?
Oh, number 3.
Oh, you did not target him.
Oh,
I got it.
thank you.
Okay.
How do you target? Is it not control?
No, it's control. Control and click on the thing.
Yeah, it's not working.
I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna go there instead. Because I don't want to be flanked yet. And just longsword.
Right. Hold on a second. I think you get the shot or movement. I don't know that you get. I don't know that you get a full action.
D&D Beyond doesn't say anything about only an action. It just says that the enemy does not act.
Gotcha. Yeah, I hate surprise actions, but it always ends up being that way. No biggie. All right,
I
so
missed.
you missed. Okay, so with that, top of the order, going back to Melody.
I fired. And I hit.
Kapow.
He's dying.
These guys are gonna be dead before they can even move.
I will move to here.
Okay. You step back. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Moving on to Donnie.
Okay. I'm going to use some movement. Okay, that was 20. I'm going to use my last 10 to go here. I'm going to use I'm going to try to use sleep on bandit number 1.
Can you do that on bandit number 2?
Okay. Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect creatures within 20 feet. Yeah. So let me see how it works in Fantasy Grounds.
20 feet, so I don't think you can reach Bandit 2, can you?
You'd have to
Let's
be
see.
1 square
Oops.
to your northeast to reach.
Okay, 5d8 times 5, like this.
All right. So 28.
You'd have to be there.
It has a range of 60 feet. 90 feet, sorry.
Sorry, I heard
Oh,
20.
okay. Yeah, I did too. Maybe it's 20 feet in radius in a 60-foot reach.
It says creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are
Okay,
affected.
yeah.
Sick. Okay.
So I'm gonna say going kind of like around what's there. You can knock out Bandit 1, Bandit 2, and the Commoner. Bandit 5 is still awake.
Yeah, let's put these 3 to sleep.
I like this plan.
Cuneiform, bitches!
What'd you say?
Hold on, let me Google
Cuneiform?
Chloroform?
I don't think cuneiform means what you think.
that. It does not mean what I think it means.
No.
What am I thinking of?
Chloroform.
Chloroform, that's it.
I was like, uniform. That's writing.
I like
know
the
what, that-
idea. I like the idea of
Donnie-
somebody shouting that anyway. It
Writing
suits him.
puts Donnie.
I was about to say, Donnie would say that.
God damn it! This is going on Twitch.
Yes.
Uniform.
We're live
shit.
on Twitch? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Donnie's just
thought it was just YouTube.
randomly shouting, "Roofies!"
Okay, so are you applying the condition?
Yes. Yes, please.
You have to do it from your sheet.
I do.
Hmm.
Oh, do I have to target the 3 of them?
Yep,
Yep.
target the 3. Yep, and then
Like
hit
this?
the. Yeah.
I did it.
Okay. All right. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it for me.
All right.
I think.
Move on down to Astrid.
Okay. I'll just hop on in here. Wait, hold on. That was 20 feet. Okay, never mind. I've got a crossbow. We're fine. So those 3 are asleep. They're unconscious. Well... Okay, I have a weird question. What did all of these bandits do on their turn?
They didn't.
They haven't
get one
had a
yet.
turn yet.
Ah, okay. Man, those surprise rounds are effective.
Yeah. Well, having you guys all roll higher. Well, roll better initiatives. Although, I should have rerolled their initiatives.
Too late.
I am going to back up to here so that I'm standing above Bandit 1, and then I'm gonna shoot Bandit 5.
Okay.
You'll wake them up if you do damage to them. By the way.
She's shooting 5. 5's still awake.
Yeah, just in case anybody didn't know.
Okay, thank you. Let's see, how do I... Abilities, that's what it is. No, it's not. It's actions. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Okay, here we go. It looks different! There we go.
Right. Alright, so 5.
Any
Stay.
attack that hits you is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet. So Charon is going to move up
I just
here.
want to say... Sorry. Also, on my turn, I know it's already over. Do I just want to ask the others, are we leaving the commoner alive? Did we establish that? Maybe we can ask them questions or something.
I did have that thought. I didn't voice it though.
I was going to leave them alive in terms of non-lethal damage, but I didn't say anything when I shot the one guy, because according to the official rules, ranged damage cannot be non-lethal as of 5e. In 4th edition, they could be, but I don't get that benefit.
So that was supposed to be a crit. Can you back that off?
17 was a crit.
No, because it's unconscious. This says automatic critical hits. Any attack roll that hits you is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of you.
Oh, I see.
Okay, it's backed off.
Okay.
Oh.
A whole extra 2 damage.
I think I looked at it, I'm like, oh, it rolled exactly what it hit before. And I'm like, oh, that's right, there's a modifier. Okay.
Killian will go and try to take out the other bandit. I feel like that might have been a waste of a bless, but and then he'll turn and look at the commoner and say, "Surrender."
Commoner continues to snore.
Oh, fuck. Let's just kill him then.
What?
What?
Good job staying mindful, Andy.
Oh,
Do I need to write murder on the list of corruption actions?
I mean, you haven't murdered anybody yet.
that's quite a
Yeah.
murder hobo thing to do.
It is.
Hitting them while they're asleep.
Let's see, how far is he? Oh, 40. He's outside of my reach.
Though she's so far beyond my reach.
Let's see. Actually, hold on, that's 35. I can only move 30. Put that back. Actually, since this is the only guy and he's asleep, can I just walk up to him and slap him?
Do it.
You can double move. You can double move, but you wouldn't be able to slap him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the only guy and he's asleep, so are we still in combat right now?
Because if he wakes up, he could attack. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Depends on
say
his
yes.
intention.
Actually, it depends on what you decide to do.
Okay. I will, if allowed, try to non-lethally shoot him Just in case I accidentally like kill him or something. I shouldn't, because he should have like enough health to deal with this. I don't know why that rolled twice. Oh, because he's asleep.
It should have rolled at disadvantage because he's prone.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over it. I'm gonna stop you right there because the point of doing non-lethal would be to try and knock them out, not kill. And as he is already knocked out,
That is true.
We could bind him up.
Be
Yeah.
a waste
Yeah,
of time, too,
I
think.
do have manacles, so I
sure,
could.
sure. Oh, you also have handcuffs.
Yeah, is applying handcuffs an action or a bonus action?
Are those the manacles you were talking about?
Yeah.
I
have
want to
handcuffs.
say that's
Oh, you also have
probably.
handcuffs.
These metal restraints can bind a small or medium creature escaping the sound, blah 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 blah. Subtype standard, adventuring gear. But is an action or bonus action? It says, no, that's escaping. Breaking them. Each set comes with a key. Manacles have 15 hit points. A pair of handcuffs has more hit points than I do. That makes sense, actually.
Because you're not.
Without a key creature proficient with these tools can pick the manacle.
I will be right back.
It does not say whether it is an action or a bonus action. But I will go ahead and double move to get up to him. Actually, I'll get up behind him, even.
Yeah.
Not that, like, means anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna rule that it is most likely an action. Because your action's supposed to take like 6 seconds, so I would say it would take at least seconds to go over and grab one hand to put a manacle on, grab the other hand to put the other manacle on. So I'm gonna say it would be an action for that.
Okay, so I guess that ends my turn then, because I don't have a bonus action.
Okay.
Not until like level 5, I think I get an extra action.
All right. And Donnie, you're up.
Hey.
Done.
So what happened? We handcuffed him?
Not yet. He's just asleep still right now.
Okay. Let me look at my sleep spell real quick, see if I can just take it off.
You can restrain him for now.
Good.
Well, technically you can grapple him.
Yeah, and actually,
assuming you don't have any like rope or anything that you could just restrain him with yourself.
You can also end the sleep spell by just hitting him.
Yeah, just like an unarmed strike, probably.
Yeah.
Which I think is just like a D4.
You know what? Fine. Let's just slap him.
Smack.
How do I do an unarmed strike?
Don't know.
That is a point.
Hold on 1 second, because I know I saw it on your D&D Beyond sheet. So, Beyond. Go take a look at that. Of course, Lee's not here, so he can't tell us. I should know this, but I don't. Okay, and Donnie. All right. Okay, so the unarmed strike is it's a +3. Because I think it's just your strength. No, it's not. I don't know. Oh, strength plus your proficiency. So, yeah.
What'd I miss?
So Donnie is going to slap the commoner awake.
Oh, okay.
And you said it's a what +3?
It's just a D20 +3.
That was weird.
That is absolutely 100% going to hit him.
This is gonna be the hardest slap I've ever done.
It's like those Nuzlocks where you accidentally knock out the Pokemon.
Yeah, I'll wake him up, but then I'll knock him out from the slap too.
Ginger's having a peanut butter cookie with me.
Oh.
Okay,
Is this like a Lady and the Tramp type situation?
No. I wouldn't put it
I've
past her.
I've accidentally added a weapon and I can't figure out how to get rid of it.
Right click it in your inventory and then hit delete item.
Okay. So for whatever reason, this is not letting me drag and drop it onto the commoner. But that does hit him.
Because it's not done
and-
as an attack roll. It's just a d20.
Oh, true.
That would-
So, yeah, so it does 2 points of damage to him, which is enough to wake him up. He comes to and he looks up at Donnie and Melody standing over him, and he just kind of like immediately just kind of like freezes in terror, kind of like doesn't want to move. It's almost kind of like the rabbit sensing a wolf nearby, just freezes. And he just looks up at you.
What color is my underwear?
Are you wearing short pants?
I don't think that's a question he would know, Don.
We don't want to hurt you.
Is that a question that Killian knows from last night? Like white with pink polka dots.
That was a SpongeBob joke.
Can I put a hand on the commoner's shoulder and sort of pull him back so that I can look at him and be like, what's with the necromancy?
Well, we don't know that there was necromancy. We're just assuming.
Let him ask anyway, maybe there was. It'll make us look really smart if we can figure that out, though.
He's like, and so the guy goes over and he says, "Please don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. I'll answer any of your questions. Just promise don't hurt me."
We don't want to hurt you.
Romancy.
Don't we?
Wait,
I'll have that
wait,
kind of shifty look in my eye.
Wait, what happened? Because I think something cut out for a second there.
I said, don't we?
Don't we want?
Astrid says we don't want to hurt you.
Oh, okay, that's what I missed. Okay, so Melody asked about necromancy. So the guy goes, he says, it was just an experiment. We wanted to see if we could create like a special type of zombie.
I'm going to look over at the corpses and the one that's in armor, and I'm going to look back and be like, special how?
Okay, so I'm kind of just do this in kind of like a. So he sits up, gets himself kind of like, situated, and he begins to explain. And I'm just kind of do this short form rather than role play. He says that his name is Emilaj Comstock, and he is a physician from the city of Reckenmark in Karnak. He came here with some soldiers from the Order of the Emerald Claw.
What was the city name?
Reckenmark. Rekkenmark. And he says that he came here with some soldiers from the Order of the Emerald Claw, and as he says that, he kind of looks around at his fallen companions, and he says that he was brought there to study the magical effects of the Mornland. And so Comstock, he says, I'm sure by now you've heard of the strange effect that the Mornland has on the bodies of the dead there, that they don't decompose. And
the bodies in the front, did we see them decomposed?
No.
No.
He said they look fresh, as if they had just fallen.
And there was no scent of decay.
Yeah. And so he goes over and he mentions that about like them not decomposing. He kind of like looks around you as if to kind of confirm that you heard that of that. And when you kind of acknowledge that you know what he's talking about, he continues and he says that he was tasked to try and create some special zombies from uh, the corpses of Emerald Claw supplicants who had sacrificed themselves to his cause, so that they could continue to serve the order in undeath. And when he mentions the supplicants, he looks back towards the previous chamber. So you get a sense that, oh, those dead bodies there, yeah, those are all freaking wackos that decided to kill themselves for the cause.
They drank the Kool-Aid literally.
Pretty much. He says, our work here was facilitated by an order of the Emerald Claw spy here within Salvation, but I don't know who that is.
Do you have any contact information for this person?
No, I did not make contact. I was just here to do the necromantic arts, the necromantic rituals that needed to be done to achieve our goal. I don't know who helped us get here.
And what were these enhanced zombies intended to be called? What were they referred to as?
I don't know. If there was a name assigned to this project, I was not told what it was. I was just told to try and see if we would be able to create something better than what we've been able to create thus far. Using the effects of the Mornland to facilitate our work. But like I said, it was just an experiment.
Why the tunnel into the scrapyard?
He shrugs his shoulder and he says, "Sorry, kind of kept the wrong guy alive, I guess. Like, I'm just the grunt man. I'm just the guy who goes over and does the magic."
Does the magic doesn't sound like a grunt man kind of job.
It really doesn't.
I'm going to poll
wrong term.
the party.
Yeah, basically he's just saying it's like, he's got nothing to do with it. He's just brought here to do the ritual. All this was in place before he got here.
So did he say who told him to come down here?
Not a specific person, just that he was brought here by the soldiers of the Emerald Claw.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna poll the party and ask if anyone is aligned with Karnath.
Karnath? Don't
Yeah.
think so.
Like, did anyone align with Karnath in the last war?
Considering that I was not part of the war, no. I think the only person who might have would be Donnie, only because he doesn't know what part he served in the war.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm sorry, I was reading something. What was the question that was asked?
If anyone from the party was aligned with Karnath, I'm trying to determine if we should kill this guy or let him go, because in my opinion, from House Orion, Karnath was the enemy.
From your point of view, Karnath most likely would have been, because as an Orion, I believe that you probably would have more closely aligned with Breland.
Yeah.
Melody, definitely not, because she's not part of it. Charon,
I'm sure Charon would have been pissed to to know that they were doing necromancy here.
True, she wouldn't have been cool with that. Donnie doesn't know who he is, and Astrid is pretty much stuck with like Kubara and Valinor, that
Yep.
area there. So yeah, I would say probably none of you with Barnett in any way.
Okay. Then I'm going to say that we need to execute him as an enemy.
No, 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 no. You promised. I told you everything. You said that you wouldn't kill me.
I never said that.
And he just kind of like, he begins to like, like sputter and kind of like sob, like, please don't kill me. I have a family. She said, and he points at Astrid, just like, she said you wouldn't hurt me.
No,
Did I?
she said she didn't want to hurt you. Not that she wouldn't.
It continues to sob. So who's going to do the job?
This doesn't necessarily feel fair to me. We're just killing him because what? He's aligned with Karnath?
Yeah, I mean, we're
Well,
technically
like, tell
aligned
me.
with someone from the Church of the Silver Flame who is very anti-necromancy, and they're literally telling us that they're here for the purpose of researching enhanced necromancy,
That is true.
which is quote-unquote evil. So,
Hey, Andy, I have a question for you. I'm gonna DM you real quick.
Oh, sure.
Alright. Well, I guess Killian can handle the execution.
I mean, I don't feel bad about doing it.
Yeah.
I
Killian
feel
or
like there's
Caron.
more. Well, never mind.
There's more that we could learn from him. I'm not entirely sure there is.
Okay.
Not to say like there isn't, just to say like I don't know if there is or not.
I guess I'll ask him, where is your family?
Hold on.
What would you like me to say to them?
I mean, I'm not trying to be murder hobo-y, but I mean, it makes sense to
No.
kill.
I don't know. I mean, what's he gonna do if we let him go?
Exactly.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was responding to Jordan. What was the question that I was just asking me?
Where is his family?
He said, he says my family's in Reckenmark, and they're expecting me to come home
I mean, we can send you home.
in a body bag.
Pretty much. What assurances do we have that you're going to not send more soldiers out here? Why should we let you go?
You should let me. Well, one, you should let me go because you said you wouldn't hurt me, and two, I didn't send anybody here. I was brought here.
Okay. So, show of hands, who wants to let him go? And I'll ask this, vocally. Show of hands, who wants to let him go?
Donnie does not raise his hand.
That's tricky, because I don't actually know if Melody would raise her hand or not. Considering this is necromancy that they're researching, so it's like... I feel like on basis, she would agree that necromancers need to be taken care of.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that Charon would say, kill him.
Whoops, this isn't working.
Yeah, when you put 2 in there, it doesn't let you click on the first one.
Alright.
So check for yes, or a check to kill him, and X to... Actually, let's do a X to kill him, a check to let him go.
Right. So I guess, yeah, that would be...
So it's at least 4 to 1.
Okay, hold
So-
on, I didn't vote. No,
Ethan,
no,
nice. There you
that's
go.
not where. How do I do this?
Yeah,
No, the kill him has been nulled out because there's 2 in there, so just
Oh,
a
I get
check
it.
for letting him go.
Okay, a check and an X to kill him.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So
I
that'll be 4 to
I think
1.
I'm gonna have Melody abstain, so
Okay.
you can do what you want.
I think, Melody, I'm just gonna look in your direction and just not pressuring in any way, just calmly saying, all those bodies in the back room are because of what this guy is doing. He might not have done it, but he's a part of this carnage.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I just haven't fully comprehended how I feel about it yet.
Okay.
But you four can do what needs to be done. I acknowledge that necromancy needs to be taken care of, so if killing him eliminates whatever is going on here, then by all means go ahead.
The only reason I asked if we want to kill him or let him go is I had for a split second thought that maybe he could be a contact if we let him go back to Karnath, but I don't think I would. I think I would, yeah, off him.
Yeah, given what I know of the like roleplay aspects, I don't think Killian really wants him to go.
Yeah. All right, so it's Donnie's turn. Donnie, do you want to kill him or do you want me to?
I will kill him.
Okay. You have advantage on your attack roll.
I'll try anyway. I might actually end up just hurting him real bad, but
Donnie just smacks him. He's like, "I want more cherries."
What?
Because his blood is like cherry juice.
Oh, I didn't
No.
I didn't target him. Okay, was a 12 a hit?
Oh, 12 was a hit. Yes.
Okay. For some reason, I thought it was a miss, and I saw dropped, and I imagined Donnie just dropping his dagger as he tried to kill him.
Dropped into
That's why I
his
laughed
foot.
so loud.
Oh.
But it didn't make any sense actually, so ignore that.
Oh,
Okay. So how do you kill him?
I just stab him in the heart, and we watch him bleed out.
Oh, so you just lift him up and just like. So Donnie reaches down and grabs the sobbing Comstock by the neck of his shirt and lifts him up and just kind of like gets him like right up in his face, and he just takes his dagger and just shoves it right into his chest, maybe just a little jog up. And Comstock's eyes grow wide in pain and shock and betrayal. Thought for sure that you guys were going to let him go because you promised. And then you watch as the light fades from his eyes and he dies.
A moment of silence for this poor, stupid man.
You are a sad, strange little cowboy.
And you have my pity.
Okay.
Ugh.
Right.
Astrid is just sort of taking in all this. Is there anywhere else to go, or is this the last? The
There
tunnel.
does not appear to be any other way out of this chamber.
okay.
Well, there's no salvage, and we've got 6 dead bodies.
Can we
need
loot
to-
corpses?
Yeah, we need to search the bodies, and then ultimately, I think we should drag all the bodies from this room into the other room onto the piles and burn those piles.
I'm okay with that.
So they
'Cause-
don't come back as zombies?
Exactly. So they can't be used to make zombies.
I think that is a fair
Since we're
suspect.
underground, lighting them ought to be the last thing we do.
Yeah, well, I've still got the torch in my hand, so I can be the one to light them while you guys are heading out.
Yeah, nice. So you, yeah, you guys can do like I don't know, do a perception check for searching.
I think it's
Gotta get
investigation
upset.
if you're actively.
Is that investigation? Yeah,
It
yeah,
could
yeah,
be either.
yeah. Either one of those is fine. Investigation
Okay.
or perception is fine.
I will do perception since I have a +2.
I have a plus.
Though I, although I
Perception
think
or
we've
what?
right. It's like investigation's probably more apropos, just because like perception's more kind of like, hey, you know what? I look in this room. Does anything catch my eye? And investigation's more, I'm looking for something specific.
Okay, well, I'll do both. And you can take whichever.
Jared, what kind of dice are you using?
What do you mean?
They're hard to read.
Oh, I set my dice to the what are these called? Hold on. I set my dice to the throwback, which has faded numbers on them.
Ah, okay. All right. So you do like a kind of like a quick search of like all the bodies. You don't really find anything too terribly interesting. They're all wearing like leather armor. They carry scimitars, some light crossbows. If anybody needs some bolts, grab some of those. There are a total between the five of them, probably like a good 30 bolts that are available. And yeah, you managed to find like 5 gold pieces between them.
I say we take it all back and sell it to the person at the market.
Yeah, I'll take the 5 gold to a place where gave the others on food,
Hmm.
and
I can carry the
you
scimitars
can go
and I guess the armor.
help.
All right, so
Yeah.
you want to take the scimitars?
Yeah.
Okay.
You take a scimitar, the body looks at you and says, "Hey, that's mine."
Give it back. Any of the light crossbows?
Yeah. All of the equipment.
Oh, you're taking all of the equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll probably take like a day, because there's no way we can carry all of it at once, but
I mean,
If there's arrows, I'd like to restock.
I
know
don't
I
know
only
about
shot
arrows,
twice,
there's
but
crossbow bolts.
Yeah, not arrows, just crossbow bolts. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I've
Unless
got.
you want to grab a crossbow.
I have a crossbow. That's what I'm using.
Oh,
You
okay,
can
well then
yeah.
take
So there's like a total of 30 bolts.
30
Okay.
bolts between them.
Huh.
I think I'm probably gonna be sparse for ammo sources for a while. But that won't matter by the time we reach level 3. Because for one, I accidentally bought 1,000 bullets anyway. So I'm not running out anytime soon. And for two, once I reach level 3, I can give myself infinite ammo with an infusion. So,
Right.
two
Lee,
two reasons that it doesn't matter.
Did you need entries for the crossbows and the scimitar?
yeah, I'm trying to get them now. Can I just drag them to the party sheet?
I mean, I could have done that. I thought you were putting them on your own sheet.
Well, to make it easy for you to sell or to convert into cash, I figured just put them on the party sheet.
I got them.
Let me make sure.
All right, they're on there.
And then the leather armor.
You want the leather armor too?
Yeah.
Let's get back into here.
I can carry 195. I'm currently carrying 135.
I think it's leather. Damn it.
Oh, I'll take the light crossbow. If nobody else did.
Yeah, you can take one.
I will take one.
In that case, you want these bolts?
Yeah.
Dick. How many were there? 30.
Uh, 30. So hold on one second. I'll drag and drop them. I'll put them on the sheet here.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. And then I'm gonna do 1.5. There we go. All right. Okay, so that's everything. So 5 leather armor, 5 scimitars, 5 white crossbows, except Donnie's taking one.
Yes.
Okay. Did you already add it?
No.
Okay. Let me.
So that's going to leave 2 sets of armor that need to be carried. So if someone wants to say that they'll carry the other 2, they're 10 pounds each.
Do I have armor?
Uh,
I think I'm just wearing clothes.
you said there's only 2 others.
Yeah, I'm carrying 4 crossbows, 3 sets of leather, and 5 scimitars. So there's 2 sets of leather left to be carried.
Right, and you said 10 pounds each. I can carry those relatively easily.
Okay.
I'm only at 106 right now out of 180.
And did we want to search to see if there were any secret doors or anything?
I thought that's what the, I thought that was included in the
Oh, I don't know.
perception investigation
We can
checks.
ask if it was.
Was it?
It wasn't. But we. God damn it. All right. So I've set a crossbow and the crossbow bolts to Donnie, but I don't know how to go over and get it so that it goes to him.
You would have to just drag one onto a sheet and set the party sheet to 4.
All right.
Because otherwise it's going to assign all 5.
Yeah, but I don't even see how to go over and get it to assign.
I think there's a... You've already got the 5 assigned. Let me go back. There's a arrow somewhere that points down.
Oh, yeah, distribute assignments and coins. Okay. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it gave all of them to him. Shit.
So just drag... Or set the one on his sheet to 1 and then put another one onto party sheet and set it to 4.
Doing that now. And I'm actually just going to change this to 30. Okay. All right, all set. So I gave all the bolts to Donnie, and we need the crossbow to go over here. Okay. All right. That's everything. Okay, cool. All right, so that's all set. Okay. And you killed the commoner, so he's dead. Get rid of him. All right. So what are we doing now?
Does the commoner have any notes from his the research he was doing?
Not on him, no.
Well, shoot. Okay. Then next would be to search the other room to make sure there was nothing of value in there.
Okay.
So investigation there.
Yeah, move yourselves into that chamber. Remember, walls, people. The walls will stop you.
Fuck your walls.
Oh, I closed the map. Sorry.
Actually, I guess if I'm the one lighting the corpses, I should probably be about here.
Investigation.
Anybody else? Okay, Melody's just kind of hanging out there in the center, waiting for the word to light the bot. You spend some time looking around the room. You check out the corpses. Yeah, like I said before, the corpses are all naked, kind of stacked like cordwood, and doused with some sort of embalming fluid. The smell of it is very acrid. Um, you get the sense that it is most likely flammable.
I was just about to
So,
ask. I was gonna
yeah.
Google it.
So, and but you do not find anything of importance in this room. There's nothing of value. There's no bodies that have pockets. So
What about
Embalming
their prison
fluid
wallets?
is flammable.
I knew somebody was going to go there, and I should have known it was going to be you, Lee.
Shut up. I'm
There
kidding.
is.
I'm not. Spill my
I
tea.
know. I know. Um, yeah. So there is nothing. No.
Before Melody burns the bodies, are any of the bodies? Do any of them match the description of Dagruda?
Uh,
Dagruda?
the bodies are all human,
Okay.
human or elf or half elf. Like there's not definitely no goblinoids here.
Okay. And so words. And there was nothing in either of these rooms that looked like salvage.
Say again.
Nothing looked like salvage.
No.
Okay. Then I'll nod to Melody and make my way to the door.
Okay. I'll start lighting the oil, I guess.
Okay. So everybody makes their way to the door that you came through. And once everybody is in a safe position, Melody sets her torch to first one, then the other piles, until all three are these blinding bonfires. The smell of smoke and burning kind of fills the air.
Any screaming?
There's no screaming.
I was kidding.
Yes, I know. Yeah, and as the last of the piles goes up in flames, Melody joins the rest of you, and you can proceed out of the tunnel. Okay. All right. So, you follow the path back out to the surface, and actually we can close it now. And you. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. So as you emerge from the tunnel, you step outside, kind of blinking in the sunlight that's still kind of high in the sky. It's probably now, probably right around noon at this point. And as you leave the tunnel and you begin to head back to where you left Ebenezer, you see a form resting on the ground. And as you get closer, you see that it is Ebenezer lying on the ground with arrows sticking out of his back.
How fun.
And let's see here. Second. Just give me one quick second because I need to track down some stuff here. No. Oh, is this the one? Yes, this is the one. Yeah, this is it. I think. Okay. So, with God damn it, hold on. I really hate the way the maps move in this thing. Oh. Okay. Oh, was that it? All right, guys, just give me one quick second. There we go. All right. So, Ebenezer is his body is right here. Okay. And you've emerged from the tunnel beneath the Colossus, which is right here at the bottom left-hand corner. And you have approached to probably right about there. You guys can kind of set yourselves up however you like there, as you would be approaching Ebenezer's body.
And where you can go ahead and remove the bless.
Let me move that from everybody.
I mean, you can leave it on there, but
Yeah, that happened. Nice. That's
so first things first, perception check to see if there's anyone in the area that we might spot.
okay. So I'm actually going to move you into a position that's actually closer to him.
Okay.
As you guys would have been coming up on him to see that. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm actually talking to Lot. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
Anyone else?
All right, just a second.
What are we doing?
Perception.
Where is it? There
Skills.
it is. No.
Why is this map so big?
Melody and Charon. They're on the lookout.
Okay, so Melody and Karen. So as you are kind of like dashing forward, upon seeing Ebenezer's body, you begin to dash forward, and as you are going, uh, Melody and Karen both see movement to the side as behind them two figures step out of the shadows. And move in to attack.
Oh.
Okay. We'll
Wait.
show them. Okay, roll initiative.
Oh.
And once you guys are all done, I'm going to roll theirs.
Hold on. Ruh-roh.
And I need one from Donnie.
Oops, sorry.
Okay. And then why did nothing happen? Initiative. There we go. That's weird. Okay. See, they are set up to. Oh, they're also different. All right, top of the order.
Are we surprised or?
Actually, see, you didn't surprise them. They would get a surprise on Astrid. Everybody except for I hate doing this.
I mean, you could
It's
say
good.
no.
Yeah, no, just I don't even care about.
Well, since me and Crone saw them, I imagine we wouldn't be surprised, and we would probably have alerted the others.
Yeah, that's what I'm figuring. Okay. Anything else? Okay, all done. Killian?
1 second.
Hope you got some good action music going.
I'm just now starting it,
Okay.
and I made it too loud.
All my level 1 spells are gone from my action sheet.
So I'm gonna move.
I see Cure Wounds, Dissonant Whispers, Sleep, and Unseen Servant.
I don't see those.
How about now?
Nope.
That's weird. They're all there.
Oh, I see them now.
Okay. Oh, sorry. What did you do? Double move?
No, I'm using a move action to move 35, and then bonus action to Misty Step another, I think it's only 30 feet.
Okay.
Check. Yeah, 30 feet. So I can't reach the person for melee, so I will try to shoot them. Minimum damage. Okay. Donnie.
Yeah. I'll move here. And as soon as I do, I'll try. I think I'll try Dissonant Whispers on Quicksilver. Let me check the range on this spell real quick.
Hi, this is Jamor in the little...
Okay. Yeah, I'll try Dissonant Whispers. So do I hit the saving throw first?
Yes.
Yeah, the saving throw will automatically roll their saving throw.
Like this?
Okay, so it fails. It failed.
No, that means that they failed the
Oh,
save.
that's right. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. You're right. Okay.
So she is.
No.
Gonna have to save this sound effect. It's creepy.
Okay. You all set, Donnie?
Yes.
Okay. Into melody.
Sorry, let me open Combat Tracker.
That's all right. I got it.
One of them's already dead. Okay.
Yeah. Everything's really, really low at the.
Let me check here. Pulver's range is 120, so okay, we're fine. I might move a little bit closer though, because I think isn't there a disadvantage shooting at far distance?
If it's what's the range? The 30 to 60.
It's 40, 120.
Oh yeah, it's already there after 4.
Anything above 40 would be a disadvantage.
Disadvantage, and anything above 120 would.
At least until I can get the gunner feed. But for now, we will just have to move closer. And I missed. I missed so badly that Dottie, Killian, even...
Is that a critical miss?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
There's a
It's
sound effect for that.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, they don't have that one.
Uh,
I need to figure out how to make my own soundboard. That would be fun.
You need to have the critically missed sound be,
That clip from Mulan.
I was gonna say Mulan, but I don't remember the dragon's name.
Mushu.
Mushu.
Dishonor
Yeah,
on you,
Mushu.
dishonor on your family, dishonor on your cow.
The one where he says you missed. How could you miss?
Oh.
It was 3 feet in front of you.
It used to
you all-
be the sound effect from like a game show. Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
You all set, Melody?
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Okay. Oh, you mean I actually get to do something? All right. Let's see here.
Plenty.
I haven't done anything. I didn't get to do anything. Okay. Okay, so this one's human. All right. So Grace is going to step forward and take
Found
2
it.
attack. Actually, you know what? Having seen her companion cut down so quickly, she is going to. Okay, why? Okay, apparently does not. Ah, that's why. I have to do it. Okay, so she moves back here and she fires 2 arrows at Killian. Oh, you bastard.
Ah.
That one should hit. Okay.
I'll shout at her. There's no use in running. I'm faster than you.
And that is it for her.
And I think Karen will double move. Wait. She has a cantrip. I wonder if there's enough range. I doubt it.
Why does my ammo say it's at 0?
That's the perfect range for Sacred Flame. Damn it.
That one I know, miss.
Hello. Here I go. Dun da da da. Ba-dow.
So Killian is going to double move. That's 35. And cut her off. And I can't attack, so I'll say, going somewhere?
Donnie will run up to Astrid and just start drawing things in the dirt.
Okay. Can you do a vicious mockery?
I might have been able to, but I'm not going to.
Okay. I'm not sure I like this background battle music. It's a very short loop, and you can hear when it's resetting.
Oh, to answer your question. Oh, yeah. Actually, maybe I should have. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah,
So,
no.
are we able to revive her long enough to question her?
Ow.
You're wanting to speak with the dead.
I would probably say. I mean, what are you planning on using?
Well, I mean, like, healing kit? Or bandages? Do we have any
That-
of those?
That's just going to keep her from continuing to bleed out. It's not going to give her bring her back to consciousness.
I mean, we could let Kieran use a heal spell if we tie her up.
That's entirely up to you.
Like, do we want to question her?
I do.
Okay. Does anyone else have a heal spell other than Kieran? Because she has one
I do.
left. Would you?
I only have Leon.
I have cure wounds.
Oh, could you use 1 point of whatever it is? Like, is it by point or is it?
It's a first level spell.
I meant
But
melody.
Oh, sorry. Jared, you're muted. Hello?
Jared? I think your mic is muted.
I'm just gonna keep talking, and you can tell me when you hear me.
We
I
can hear
we
you.
hear you.
We hear you now.
Cool. My healing spell only heals for my level, so it'll only heal 1 point of damage.
That's all we need. If you don't mind, could you?
Yeah,
heal
I
her?
can do that.
And then that way, if we decide that she needs to die, we can just, you know.
Yeah.
Right. So as you pump a minor little bit of healing magic into her, she awakens enough, like she like takes this breath in of like pain, and she like her eyes kind of feverishly look around at you gathered around, as you see her trying to breathe through the pain that is quite evident from the amount of damage that you've done to her. Um, she is alive and conscious, but just barely.
So I will ask her, why did you kill um, that guy?
We were paid to do
Rude.
so.
Paid.
Paid by whom?
We don't know. I don't know who she was, but
Hmm.
it was a woman. She spoke with a woman's voice.
And what did she look like?
We didn't see her face. She was wearing a hood
Uh-huh.
And where did you meet her?
at the Gray Beyond Tavern.
And what did she pay you to do exactly?
She told us to kill the old man.
Then why did you attack us?
She told us no witnesses.
Hmm.
Begins to cough a little bit violently. A splatter of blood kind of sprays from her mouth. You might get one more question out of her,
Hmm.
or rather, one more answer.
I mean, I wasn't planning to kill her.
She's just barely holding on.
Okay.
I did basically just like cover up a bullet wound with a bandage and call
Sure.
it good enough.
So,
Yeah.
what else do you know?
That's all I know. We were told to kill the old man and anybody that came along. You just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Gold star. Gold star.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tony, Emmy, Golden Globe.
I wouldn't go that far.
Emmy.
I think one of the things you just listed is for musical performance.
It is.
The Grammys, yeah.
And Tony's.
Well, her
Frequently.
dying like that is music to Killian's ears. So
Now, don't make me out to be a murderer. I was gonna, make an argument for letting her go.
He says, standing over the dead body.
But I mean,
I'm not the bad guy here.
I didn't even kill
No.
her. I was the one that said maybe we should heal her.
Well,
No,
you're...
no,
but you got in her way.
Nobody's arguing with you there.
Getting very defensive.
I mean, the thought had crossed my mind, but I thought, we've already been murder hobo-y today. Let's be good. Let's counterbalance that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
next, I'm going to search the body.
Ooh, that body.
Her body and the other body.
Yes.
Whose body?
I'm going to search hers to start, since
Okay.
I'm standing right there.
So.
I'll go to the other one.
Okay. All right. So on Quicksilver, you find some leather armor, a short sword, and a longbow. Then that's not the right
Ding.
thing. Okay. And on Brace, you find also leather armor, a short sword, and a longbow.
And what about the money that they were paid?
Yeah. I will say that between the two of them, you find 75 gold
Each?
total.
Damn it. I tried.
Nice try. And it was a valiant effort. I'll give you that.
Let's see, what's 75 divided by 5? 15.
15, yes.
That's about 15 gold for each of us.
All right. And
Not that I'm trying to call it quits, but how long were we going to go for this session?
we were actually, I was just getting ready to kind of wrap things up. If you want to check out Ebenezer, do that. Just got a couple of small little things. I was planning on being done by night anyway.
Yeah.
That's usually
Right.
going to be my cutoff. So okay.
Going up.
Where are you going?
She's checking up on the Ebenezer. So you look, you check out Ebenezer's body, and you find that he has been pierced with at least 4 different arrows. But on his belt, you find a leather pouch, and inside the leather pouch is a total of 50 gold, which is the exact 10 gold per piece, per you guys. That was the promised reward.
Okay.
Okay. So as you gather the gold and you pass it out from just outside the gate where the bell is hanging, you hear the sudden sound of clank, 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 like a very heavy metal foot rushing towards you. And coming around the corner is a Warforged who rounds the corner and stops. And as he kind of takes in
Great.
the scene, says, what's going on here? And that's where we'll end it.
Okay.
Ooh, cliffhanger.
What's going on?
Not much of one, but it'll do. All right. Cool. So yeah, we will call it a day there. And actually, I technically should have been awarding you guys like
So we got 15 gold each, and then how much more?
another
10.
10. So 25 gold total. Give me
Oh,
one.
yeah, I forgot to mark that down.
Alright.
Alright, I'll just remember to give myself 10 next time.
Let's see here.
You can just do that in your inventory, Jerry. There's a space for gold.
No, I know, I'm saying I already closed Fantasy Grounds.
Oh, yeah.
Did we split up those platinum pieces?
We did. Everyone should
How
have
much
10.
were they? 10. Okay.
I don't know where we're gonna be able to spend a platinum in this town.
Fermentation channel. And then the dense assassination.
I don't know, I have 50 platinum left over from the bag.
So I have a question. I
is-
have fired my crossbow 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
That should leave me with 6 arrows, I think, in this quiver that I've got. Do I just put that under ammo on the actions tab or somewhere else?
Yeah.
You'd put that under the ammo and the actions tab, yeah.
Okay. What was that?
The
Probably Ruby.
ammo marks down like how many shots you can take. Does a crossbow have the reloading trait?
I really have to use the bathroom, so I'm going to say bye to everybody.
Alright.
Goodbye.
Have a good night.
Night.
Bye.
Because how I've got it with my revolver is the revolver has 6 rounds and the reloading trait, so I've got I have the ammo set to 6, which gives me 6 of those little check boxes.
Mhm.
And then it automatically checks off 1 whenever I make an attack with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And whenever I'm reloading, I can reload as a bonus action, so I just reset all the checkboxes manually.
Okay.
I haven't had to do that in combat because everybody dies pretty instantly, so I've just been reloading outside of combat.
It has the loading property, but not a reloading property.
Yeah.
But
The
I think it's the same.
the loading property is different. I think that means that you can only make 1 attack with it
Right.
in a turn.
Yeah, it's like
The-
Jared, you're
the-
going over and saying about everything dying before you get a turn, before you get to go over and use your. Trying really hard to feel bad for you, but I
Oh
really
no,
can't
it's
drum
not
it up.
something to feel
Get
bad
there.
for. It's not that stuff dies before I get to attack. It's stuff dies before I have to reload, so I don't even have to attack.
Oh
them.
yeah, there is that too. I just don't get to attack. We're not streaming now, are we?
We are.
I don't know. You were the one
I
streaming.
can stop.
I'm not sure.
Oh,
No,
well.
I mean it doesn't matter. No, I was just gonna say to think of the animal claw encounter. That was just kind of sad. It couldn't do anything. But that's all
Welcome
right.
to my world.
Oh, it was
Aw.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh, and just as an FYI, I mean, if anybody's still in here, it's like maybe Astrid and Killian are. For what you guys went over and dealt with today, it's 65 XP, but you can apply that next to your sheets next time.
I can do it while I'm here.
Yes.
Where do we apply the XP?
I saw it a minute ago.
That's a good question.
Is it?
Is that-
Class and level.
It's
Yeah.
It's in the class and level thing.
Oh, you have to actually go in. Wow.
65.
I mean,
All right,
we always
so,
used milestone in my games just because it was easy.
Well, I mean, and I guess technically it is sort of kind of, but this right here, because I guess each module is an individual level. So when you reach the end of that module, you can do the next level.
Yeah.
Um,
But it also gives
I mean,
you the
which-
ability to overlevel if you need to.
yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and close up.